Well, it's not quite finished loading, but we'll go and turn on that. So we started the launcher a little bit late today. It does take a good 5 minutes, like a proper good 5 to 10 minutes to get it started, even with the frankly absurd amount of RAM that I've given it, that I've fed it together. But looks like it's almost done here, and we will hop right back into Sevtech agents. So I know that we've been doing a lot of immersive engineering lately. We've spent the last honestly like 2 3 weeks just doing immersive engineering stuff, trying to get our setup all working. We spent a good 3 streams just trying to get the arc furnace finally finished and furnished. But I want to step back from that. I'm going to step back just a little bit. We're going to get some quality of life upgrades in some other areas. Uh, Hush, hello. Um, we're going to try to get a few things going here that'll just make life a little bit easier. Now, we still haven't figured out how to use a solidifier. Honestly, there's very little information on how exactly that's supposed to function. Uh, there should be a pipe that goes into it. That should be how you pump in water. And somebody was, some of the threads that I was looking at said that it needed RF power. We are currently generating IF with immersive engineering. I don't know if RF is its own separate thing. I'm not sure if that is something different or the same. But that'll be something that we can possibly look into. Most likely, I kind of doubt that it's actually going to happen. What I am going to start looking a little bit more into is one, our farming situation. We do have to fix up our corn crop, I believe. And two, if I can get up here, I want to start taking a look at some astral sorcery stuff. Now that we're in Age 3, we should have pretty much full access to all of the components of this mod. There's nothing that should be gated off from us anymore. And one of those things that we were having issues with was getting Stardust. Now, when we built this attunement altar, we had initially thought we were going to be using it for this. We thought we would be turning iron ore with the lenses here into star metal ore, and that would give us a kind of easier way to do that. I have since learned that that is not going to be the case. And the way that we're actually going to do that is by making ourselves a collector crystal. Now, I don't know if it'll show up here. Yeah, so there are two types of these. There's collector crystals and celestial collector crystals. And the collector crystals just take illumination powder, resonating gems, stardust, and attuned rock crystals, which I'm not exactly sure how we get. But I do know one way we can get the stardust a little more easily. That's not actually going to be shown here. Assuming it is the same from a few years back where I've been getting most of my data, we're going to have to make some of that, unfortunately. So if we go to the stardust, we'll have to make at least one. And this will take a bit of time, so we'll do things in between the two of them. I might actually stick a world spike here, just to keep it all rendered in. Let's see here. Could use some nether quartz dust. I think we've actually got nether quartz, just kind of by itself. But we might actually have to... Surely there's an easier way of getting this stuff. Star metal ingots can be ground into it. I don't think we have star metal ingots, unfortunately, either. And this has been the limiting factor in creating the star metal ingots, because our current way of making star metal ingots is getting this star metal ore, which we were hoping to do via this method. This did not actually work with the lenses. That's a very different thing. What we actually needed was this method, which uses quite a bit of stuff, including stardust, which we had to find just out in the world. Now, we do need to stock up on rock crystals. We're getting a wee bit low, but we also need one stardust to start the multiplication process here. So I'll go drop down here. Was there... There it is. Any... Yeah, there's a rock crystal area over there. I want to see if there's any stardust remaining on the surface, any of those rock crystal samples on the surface, because those actually drop stardust when we make them. And as soon as we have one, we can start getting to other ones. I may have unfortunately mined them all up, though. Yeah, it looks like that is the case, which is a bit unfortunate. So we're unfortunately gonna just have to run around until we find more of those rock crystal samples. As soon as we get one, we'll just mine it up. We'll mark the spot for later rock crystal harvesting here. But we'll be able to duplicate it, and oh, there is another Venus flytrap. We'll collect that for our trash can. We're almost full up on that. This may actually be the last one. I can't quite recall how many more we needed. But we'll get out of this plains, maybe go over to the forest. I think I might have seen some in passing, just on our wanders through... Ah, yes, here they are. Perhaps we'll go... Let's see, where's the chunk here? I believe that's this menu? Yes. So this is the chunk that they're in. We'll just quickly mark this for where rock crystals can be. And mine just this one. We'll leave the other one for later in case something goes wrong in the process here. So as we run back here, this won't be something we necessarily need to do at nighttime. This will actually kind of function just on its own. But we head up to the top of this tower. Whoops. Oh, no, wrong way. We'll get there eventually. There we go. Once we get to the top of this, I believe we should be able to... we've actually just had this kind of empty source block of liquid starlight just sitting up here. We're actually going to use that. And so if we chuck in a stardust and a rock crystal... Whoops. Okay, we got to chuck it in from slightly further away. Let's... To make sure we don't pick them up. They should, yeah, you can see, start emitting those particles. And eventually, they should both turn into a crystal sample. And that'll actually duplicate that stardust. It'll turn one stardust into two stardust. And I believe it should actually give us one of the collector crystals. One of the... Let's see what the title has them as. I think it gives you these celestial crystals. And so that's... The celestial crystals are nice. Those, I think, are just upgraded... Oh, it's already done. Yeah, so I think these are actually just upgraded... Uh-oh. Oh, I've done something very wrong here. I was about to say these are just upgraded rock crystals, but... something has very much gone wrong. We'll try one more time. We've still got our original stardust back, at the very least. We'll see if they've actually changed this. We'll use up our bucket of liquid starlight, and we'll toss the two of those in. Yeah, we didn't pick them back up. Hopefully, that should work. I may have missed a step here or there, in which case I am a little unfortunate. But it did turn into one of those crystals. So we'll just kind of sit here and watch it. It didn't take nearly as long as I thought it really would. So can we actually mine the celestial crystal cluster? It may be that our iron pickaxe isn't actually enough to get it. I'll pick up steel, because that should have no problems here. Nope. Turns out that just doesn't work the way that I thought it did. Alright, well that begets a bigger problem. Because we do need to get to these celestial crystals. Well, No, not really. We just really need the stardust to come around here. Um, Once we get to either the collector crystal or the celestial collector crystal, we can start using up this iron ore. Because I did finally figure out how this starlight transmutation works. So it doesn't actually involve the lenses at all. The lenses is just a stand-in for the linking tool, sort of. What will happen is when you have one of these, they will essentially output starlight. And so you can link the starlight into blocks by just clicking on them. Sort of the same way we were linking the lenses around. The lenses actually do something very different. Those are for a different purpose. They involve using these colored lenses. But when you link a collector crystal to an iron piece, and as well as a few different other pieces, it'll actually slowly convert it into star metal ore. And that'll give us a much easier source of the stardust as well as the star metal if we need one or the other. I was really hoping that I'd understood this correctly. We might need a attuned rock crystal. That may be something that we need to get and throw in there instead of what we've currently got. I'm not entirely sure how we attune them. So I may have missed a couple of steps. We may actually not be able to focus on astral sorcery at all today. I thought I'd understood the process correctly, but maybe not. You know, I may actually just be missing some steps because it looks like there are actually multiple tiers of celestial crystal clusters. And I am just getting the one back, so it may be that I'm not actually putting enough liquid starlight in, because there is a way to grow them. So I'll put that down there. We'll get our bucket of liquid starlight and place it in from afar. And we'll keep grabbing more buckets once it's actually crafted. We'll just wait around for this for a little bit and see if it goes the way that we want it to. So once it's done, instead of trying to harvest it like I did before, I'm actually going to pour another bucket of liquid starlight over it, and we'll see if that increases its size. It's kind of difficult to put together if you're just looking at crafting recipes and stuff. Whoa, that's not how that works. So we can't actually place it in the same block. How do you work? Let's go check out the book. Maybe the book has some more details to it. The issue that we're currently having right now is that just enough items? JEI, yeah. Just enough items doesn't actually tell you how a lot of this works, because it's not technically a crafting recipe. It's something you do out in the world. We were having enough troubles with figuring out how block packing was working. So we'll go and check in the Astral Tome here on how to grow collector crystals and... let's see here. Whoops, that's not where we meant to go. On how to grow collector crystals specifically, I think. Whoa. That'll be maybe in Constellation? Okay, so we actually have to attune the crystal first before we set it off. Starlight Infusion is evidently connected to this somehow. I'm not exactly sure how. Here we go. The stardust appears to be far more useful to experiment with than the raw star metal, or the little grains occasionally flash with light and sparkle while flowing like sand against ocean tide. As you've not found any direct uses from the ancients, experimentation has revealed that it readily bonds to the surface of rock crystals in thin but rough coating. This is not helpful in itself and refused to be removed from the crystal without grinding, since the removal of the rough coating would leave you at square one. Changing how the dust collects on the crystal surface may be a better approach. Placing the stardust into liquid starlight and subsequently tossing in a crystal seems to result in more even application of the dust, as well as promoting the growth of the crystal into a stable cluster that seems hungry for starlight. Ah, I see. Leaving this cluster to grow with starlight shining on it may create something much more useful. These clusters seem to interact symbiotically with the star metal ore itself. Okay, so we did do the correct thing. We did not wait long enough. I've also... Okay, so we'll just wait for this. We'll wait during the nighttime. Let it just kind of go. During the daytime, we'll go and get to our other tasks. We're gonna step away from immersive engineering today. We're gonna try to get some quality of life things done instead. Because we've got a lot of things we've kept on the back burner, just because we were working on our factory and our machines. Everything in here was very nice. And maybe we'll come back in here to toss things into the arc furnace. I believe we have some copper clusters. Yeah, copper grit that need its attention. But other than that, we'll kind of leave modification of this all alone. There we go. And that, we've determined that one stack will be about at homeostasis with this, whereas multiple stacks won't quite do that. I think we'll be, if I can get up onto this, oh my goodness. Oh, come on, let me on. There we go. Multiple stacks will actually start draining this. But if we did, if we just had the one, it would drain pretty well. Since we're not worried about efficiency right now, we can just let it run kind of slowly. But now that I have this, what I believe is the 9th and final, no, 8th, dang. Okay, so once we find one more Venus flytrap, we'll actually be able to make a trash can. This will be a plant, so we'll have to plant it on dirt and everything. But it'll allow us to permanently toss items that we don't need instead of throwing them in the river and occasionally wandering over them, picking them back up. So that'll be a little bit better. I really want to get that done here, so I might just hop over around. I think we've already cleared out this entire section of land over there in terms of the Venus flytraps. Some cinnabar. I think that's redstone, if I'm not incorrect. So we do have a vein of that near us. Do we have any more Venus flytraps? Not seeing any here. Some more coal. We end up needing that. Fairly large coal vein, too, considering it seemed to expand across several chunks. Lapis. There's a lot of oxides here. A lot of oxide daisies on this particular island. It might be something to do with the biome type that it's in. I can't tell what biome type it is, because we don't have the biomalyzer yet. But it is a very distinct one. It's the blue grass and blue trees and whatnot. Kind of a mystical sort of looking one. But is it mystical enough to provide us with some... some Venus flytraps, is the question. I think we found one here before. We may have already searched this island. I don't actually recall. It's got lots of ore veins on it, like a surprising amount. Maybe it's just how many there normally are. Oh, that baited me so hard. I thought that orchid was a Venus flytrap because it kind of bends out the same way. And this is actually, yeah, this tree only spawns in this type of biome, and it's apparently something we don't yet know about. I'm thinking it might be some sort of rubber, judging by the fact that it's integrated dynamics. It seems like it's not a mystical sort of thing, but we just aren't quite sure as to what it is. Unfortunately, it looks like this island is totally dead and barren when it comes to Venus flytraps. So we're going to head on to the mainland. Didn't you need a lapis vein? Perhaps. Not quite at this moment. We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I think we might have actually needed one. We'll keep that in mind for when we do need lapis in the future. For now, we'll just keep searching on here for that Venus flytrap. We just need the one. We only need that singular one more. And this is technically a low-tech solution. I just want this because I've been pining after it for so long. Oh, come on. Let me break it. There we go. Finally, we've got our last Venus flytrap. So we'll go and jettison ourselves home. Our market friend is still over there, just chilling in the field. But we have made ourselves fly on back home with a few bits and bobs. I think there were some chickens on that island, which is why I picked up the feathers there. So let's get all these Venus flytraps. I believe, yes, we can now make the Darkosto Traposto. We don't really have a dedicated space for it at the moment. I think I'll just plant it outside the front door. We'll try not to run into it. But if we plant this under the window, so it'll actually do damage to us. It is sort of like the Venus flytrap, which, considering its roots, makes sense. We'll go grab all of our extra materials that we've been tossing into the river here. We'll stop littering, finally. Perfect. And we'll go and toss them in there. If it works like I think it should, which it may well not. Which it may well not. Which it absolutely does not. Well, we now have this plant. Whatever. We can make a birthday cake with it out of Venus flytraps and this for some reason. I don't know what kind of birthday cake that is, but it's certainly not what we were looking for. Okay. Today's just been a day of me not quite understanding what I was going for. Instead, we'll make a trash can. Just a nice little trash void. We just need iron nuggets, a chest, and an iron ingot. And we'll be able to throw stuff in there, get rid of it. So I believe we should already have a nugget cast. I think we've been casting out golden nuggets for some reason. Yep, there it is. Go and cast some of our iron in there. I believe we needed... Well, we probably just need one because it's ingots. We'll cast that all out slowly. Then we need a chest, I want to say. Yeah, any type of chest and an iron ingot. Or I guess a normal chest, a trapped chest, or a weedwood chest. Everything else is actually off limits. But we'll take the iron ingot. How's this coming along? Slow. You have a trash can in your inventory. Oh, hold on a minute. Bottom right, hold shift. Drop the item. You know, some days. Some days. Some days. You just can't win. Since we went through the hassle of doing this all, though, I will absolutely throw this trash can into existence. So we got our 9 ingots, or 9 nuggets. Got our ingots there, and we've got a chest back at home. Right, we have some chests. Any chests? Wooden crate won't do it. Uh-oh. We don't have any chests. We have some planks, though. And we got a bunch of mulberry wood we didn't have cut yet for some reason. Do we have planks chopping in this? No. Honestly, we should probably retire those horses. Not in the traditional way of retiring a horse. I'm not saying we're going to put them out to pasture here. Saying that we can move all of our chopping needs over to the saw, at least for the logs, because it'll do it quite a bit faster. But that'll actually be something we get into today as part of our quality of life bit here. We'll make ourselves the trash can out of pure spite for our lack of informational knowledge. And where should we throw this? We can throw it over here. That spot's not being used. There we go. And I suppose we'll put a button in there, a lever. we want it to be on. I think we should have a spare lever in our factory chest over here. Yes, we've got 2 actually. So that way that'll only delete stuff when we necessitate it. So right now, should be off. If I throw this wood plank in there, yeah, it doesn't work. I turn it on, wood plank, gone. Perfect. So that will get that all set up. We do need to make ourselves some more torches. We used them up, all up, last stream. I think it actually requires a full half stack now, doesn't it? And then a half stack of this. And last but not least, half stack of coal. So we'll make ourselves some more torches just to fill that space. Perfect. And let's see what to move to next. Let's go for an uncrafting table. So this we actually need the maze map focus for. We should have spares just sitting in our chest in the Twilight Forest. And then blast brick, evidently, with some crafting stations. Blast brick is a little annoying to make. We do have to make more of this nether brick. But once we have this uncrafting table, we will actually be able to make nether brick in a snap. It won't be nearly so difficult as to use the whole process of making this nether sludge, which requires the hellfire dust and the potash, and that's just a big old issue in itself. Unfortunately, to do that, we do need this blast brick in the first place. So we'll need 2 sets of these blast bricks, right? 6, yeah. Which will necessitate 8 brick and 8 nether brick. The 8 brick. Ah, perfect. We can just make with 1 set of potash and hellfire dust. And that should be easy enough to make here. So we've got soul sand to filter it through, and we just need to grind up some netherrack. I think grinding it creates 4? No, it creates 1. So we'll need that much netherrack ground up in our mill. Nighttime has come. Oh, wait, hold up. We should actually wait out through the night to see if our crystal grows in any way. So let's throw this in there and start the screaming. Oh, we actually got... Dang, it's backing up again. It wasn't backing up before. We actually had it working for a time. Shoot. What do we break and change about it? Well, we got more hemp fibers too, if we happen to need those for any reason. Dang, this was working so well, and I checked it out because I assumed that it was broken in the inventory, just wasn't showing up, and now it's rebroken. Okay, well, 2 of them done, and an extra plant fiber. We'll go run this back to the house. We should be good once we come back to go and turn all of this into hellfire dust. I forgot to get the how to get the potash here. Looks like it's a stoked cauldron. Ah, it's just a log in a stoked cauldron. Or some planks. I think we'll probably go for the planks. Did it get stuck again? Did it disappear again? No, it got stuck. Dang, I don't know what made it work. I don't know what we did to it that actually had it function, but we'll have the ground netherrack. We'll go... Do we have any logs on us? No. We'll go get some planks, I think. Or actually, maybe we'll get some sawdust, because we just need the 1 potash, right? And I don't think I have enough spare... Yeah, I don't have enough spare oak planks to do this. I'll just do the 16 sawdust. We're not currently using it for any other better reasons anyway. 4 and that. We'll stick that in our cauldron. Our stoked one. And you should be on. I'm not exactly sure why you got turned off. Solidifier. You'll just stay there. Well, whatever. Can't do anything about you yet. This shouldn't take too terribly long. stoked cauldron does happen to work just a little bit faster than the other one, but in the meantime we can... Oh, we've actually got some soul sand in there. We can sift this on out. Perfect. And we've got our hellfire dust. And in a second here, we will have... Drum roll, please. Potash. And then we... What do we do to this stuff? We combine it in a cauldron. Perfect. And just a normal, no frills, easy peasy cauldron. Correct? Correct. Perfect. And then we can turn that nether sludge into bricks, and then place the bricks here. One thing that we'll also try to get after this on crafting table is a placer. A block placer, which does require a redstone alloy plate, but it'll actually allow us to use both our saw here, which we may want to relocate. Maybe relocate the... Not sure how I'm going to do this, actually. Maybe we'll put it up at the top or something. Up here, perhaps. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. We'll be able to use our saw automatically with the placer, and we'll actually be able to use this kiln furnace with the placer. Because what the block placer does, well, it places blocks. And so we can have it automatically place down blocks, which we are basically only able to do in person. But which this will turn into an automatic sort of thing. We'll go and set that in there. It'll slowly cook into nether bricks. And if we had the block placer, we'd just be able to drop this into the block placer's inventory, or maybe a bucket on top of it. I'm not sure exactly how big the inventory is for that. And have it do it automatically for us, so we didn't have to stand around here and wait for it. I believe it should work with the kiln here. It'll definitely work with the saw. As long as the block is placed in front of the saw, it'll go and chop that. But we won't have to wait around just to have that happen manually. And that'll be able to get us lots of planks in a very short amount of time, much more quickly than with the horse wood log chopper thing over there. We will still need those, actually. We'll still need them for sticks, because this only makes siding. Maybe if you go all the way down the chain, it makes sticks, but I don't really want to have to do that, because we have to go from sidings to corners to gears, and maybe after gears it makes sticks. I'm not sure. But that's just a lot more work. I'd rather just stick it in the horse version of the machine. We'll go make ourselves some of that blast brick. Should have blaze powder, I'm relatively sure. We'll toss the soul sand back, as we evidently didn't need it. Yeah, there we go. Got the 2 for that. For our 6 blast brick, perfect. And now we just need to... Oh. Well, we need more planks, because we need to make more crafting tables. Unless we've got some spare. Yay, nay? Tending towards nay here. And speaking of nay, we're not going to use those horses at all. We'll use the mill, the saw, like we said we would. Yeah, so unfortunately the current placement actually just drops the blocks in here. You know, maybe we won't start using the saw for everything. I think it actually only gives back half of what the horse does, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, so if we'd used the horse there, we should have gotten 4 back, a full 4 from the planks. So maybe that's not quite what we want here. We'll go toss the sawdust at least back. We do need to find a better use for this stuff. Probably not dynamite. That's a little too explosive. The pulp, we have been using it for. That is one of the required components, but we're not making enough of it at the moment due to our glue deficit to really make that a worthwhile solution. I'll turn bunches of it into potash. Otherwise, it looks pretty non-functional for us. Okay. Put the sun up and our crafting tables made. Turn them both into crafting stations and... Whoops, that's not what I'm looking for. Uncrafter. Right, we have to go grab our maze map focus. We have a lot of pelts. Why not just throw a bunch of them in the cauldron right now? I want to keep the pelts in case we need mass leather. Because that's currently... they can turn into both right now, but as soon as you start down the path for one, it invalidates it for the other. So that's a bit of a pain in the rear. Let's go get our maze map focus. We should have... we've actually got 2. Okay, perfect. So we'll have enough to craft this. And we'll immediately exit the Twilight Forest. I don't think I'll go back there for a little while. There's a lot there left undone. But it should be things that we can get once we're a little bit more kitted out here. But that'll actually make us the uncrafting table. I wanted to keep the trash can in the house because I think that'll be a place we use it a lot. I'll put the uncrafting table, though, in the workshop over here. Because I think it'll do a little bit more good here. That's something we'll have to go and want to do. Whereas the crafting table is something that'll... the trash can is something that we'll just have in passing. So, as you can see here, the uncrafting table... it's not quite showing the recipes that it ought to be. What it's supposed to do, I think it's a little bit bugged. It's showing all the crafting table recipes. We'll start at the back. Maybe that'll get us there. Well. Oh, I see. It's actually got both uses, a crafting table and a... Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. It did not have this functionality when last I used it. But what it essentially does is allow us to, one, apparently just function as a crafting table, just a standard run-of-the-mill one. We might actually put that, if that's able to craft, we might actually put that in our house now. That's fantastic. But yeah, so it'll be able to craft everything the crafting table can. But it'll also let us uncraft things, and that does include things that you probably shouldn't be able to uncraft. Prime among them, these. So I can actually craft nether bricks out of nether brick bricks out of the nether brick blocks using this, which is pretty nice. That's just something that's a nice little quality of life update. So we'll have that there. Ian Matthew, hello. Want to throw all your rotten flesh in the cauldron? Just in case we need it for any other purposes. And we are a little low on rotten flesh. We're not super high up on that. Why not put it upstairs in your house? You have so much room up there. I think we'll just replace the crafting table. What am I on about? I am on about the uncrafting table, which we just made, which allows us to uncraft any crafting recipe that we have put in there. Apparently it's got both functions now. You can actually craft stuff in it, and you can uncraft things in it, but it's going to come very much in handy for when we need nether brick. It's much easier to collect nether brick than go through the whole process of making the nether bricks one by one. So let's go and check out what else it is we need to cross off the list. We've got the uncrafting table. We could try to go for the stellar refraction table. That'll actually allow us to add enchantments onto items, kind of the same way that a enchanting table would, but I think you can make it a little bit more intentionally. Let's go. Oh, before I do that, I'll just launch myself back. I need to get me some planks. I'll take one of those stacks of mulberry wood. And throw it on our horses. Evidently, they're somehow the most efficient system for making wood. We don't need more sawdust, and we don't really need more bark at the moment either. So We can just let them do their thing and get the wood straight out of it. I guess they're perfect. So let's go check on our astral sorcery crystals up here. I want to see if they've grown. We did leave them out overnight. It did say that starlight would help them grow. I hope it's not focused starlight. If it's focused starlight, we can't really do anything. Ah, yeah, look at that. So that is definitely bigger than it was before. If I look at the clusters, okay, so it's probably... It's on one of these two stages. I think it might actually be maxed out here. Yeah, there we go. So we actually duplicated our Stardust. Perfect. And we got the Celestial Crystal. Purity, cutting, size. Not sure too much about that stuff. I don't think we need it for anything distinct yet. But we have a way to duplicate our Stardust. And I might start getting a couple of these units set up. I might just set up the ones around it here for now. Once I can grab some more cobblestone to build with. I should actually add that to our backpack here. So cobblestone, well, shouldn't take that out. Here, grab a stack, perfect. So confused, immersive engineering. No, so we're taking a break from immersive engineering. We've had the past, I want to say 8 to 10 streams. I'll be focused around our immersive engineering in that factory over there. So we're looking at some of the other mods we've kind of been neglecting while we've been doing that, especially since immersive engineering, not super interesting to look at. I think I need a little bit of a break for that, because that's all about creating components, which eventually make a machine, yes, but which take a long time to get there. So we'll just set this up like so. That'll give us 5 pods, sort of, with which to do this astral sorcery, stardust replication, and celestial crystal creation. And it doesn't really matter which size they are. Oh, and we'll need the bucket of liquid starlight. The only issue we're going to have with this is because our iron armor, we're going to kind of suck it all towards us every time we try to place it down here. So we'll need to make sure these are all set up so I don't have to go back to them. So we'll toss you guys in there. I think they all went in. Same with you, and they're all in too. So we'll have to leave them to sit overnight. And I guess we'll throw... Well, let's try throwing the celestial crystal on here. It may shatter. This is a daylight, but this should... Yeah, still function just the same as a rock crystal. I would like to get one of these celestial collector crystals set up. That would actually, if we got a few of those, we'd actually be able to do all of the celestial stuff in the daytime. Just because these add starlight to whatever you end up attuning them to. And this will also be what allows us to make that iron ore straight into the star metal. But for the moment, we're just going to have to rely on duplicating our stardust right here. Resonating gems, that's not too bad. That's aquamarine in the starlight infusion table, which we do have set up here. And we've got this, which we could start moving into. Astral's actually a little overpowered, and we have access to all of it. So we could gain access for a lot of constellations. We could get flight, we could get all sorts of things. Automatic health regen, we could get extra defense. But those are all things that we'd have to attune ourselves to, or to attune some mantles to. And that may be something I pursue later. Maybe before we go adventuring, before we go back to either the Betweenlands or the Twilight Forest. But at the moment, I'll just stick with this. Stick with this basic stuff. So we'll throw the extras in there. We do still have to get our pizza made. We've been sitting on this for a couple streams now because we didn't want to get to the mixer. That'll unfortunately have to wait until we get modularium, because we need to work with modular machines. The mixer that we had didn't quite work out for that. And in fact, that mixer didn't quite work out for anything, really. It just doesn't... You can't put in items with the precision that you really need to. So we're just going to have it kind of sit there for now. If we do end up using it for something, that'll be nice. At the moment, not really too much there. Let's go launch ourselves back home. There we go. Horses, you guys still chopping? All right, good. And we shall move on to... those placers. So, for the placer, we just need those redstone alloy plates, a platinum plate, and then iron plates, and then we need a dispenser, which... yeah, we should be able to make if we're just using string. That'll be totally easy. And we'll want... we'll make 2. Probably won't use... Well, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll start with the 1. So we have been using these redstone alloy plates. I believe I believe that we used them for some immersive engineering stuff. That will be right. The Constantin, which is the nickel and where's it at? Nickel and copper. We had some nickel from our grinder before, and this is all the copper, all made up, nice. We had some nickel in our grinder at one point, but we may have used it all up in other pursuits. Oh no, we've actually got the nickel right here. Yeah, perfect. We can't throw this straight into the converter, the smeltery. We can't do that with the grit, unfortunately. It just doesn't fit in there. So we'll have to throw this in the alloy kiln with some copper, which will accept the ingots or the grit. Alloy kiln is still very useful, and we'll only need, well, one of them. I suppose we'll do 2. Right? Maybe we still have some Constantin. I feel like we've been making mistakes on the conversion ratios every time that we make a redstone alloy. We got the nickel there. No, maybe we don't have any Constantin. We may have already used it up. I'll grab 2 nickel. No. 1 nickel and 1 copper. That'll make 2 ingots. Then those 2 ingots can be fused with 2 glowstone and 2 redstone. I think that's the correct conversion. I think that was where we were making the mistakes there. But that'll have to be thrown in this kiln first. And we will not sleep the night away. Go and check how our starlight is doing here. Kindly do not doot me, Mr. Skeleton. I need to get up here. We might try, if we get to getting a collector crystal, we might try solving our elevator issue. Because there is, we have lenses, and there is a specific lens. Whoops. A specific lens that'll actually push both players, mobs, anything, whatever, all of us around. If we do end up making this lens. It does require piston, glowstone dust, aquamarine, and a glass lens. So this is pretty easy to make, and that'll actually interact with the lenses that we've made here. Still not exactly sure how the size, purity, and cutting all affect things, but if we attune that just properly, it should actually get us a sort of elevator going. We'll go finish up the last of our fish, and we'll move on to our apples here. Because we actually needed vegetable, that's right. Not quite sure. Oh, right, apples were the stopgap. We were doing corn. Will we do that at night? Yes, we will, because we need these collector crystals to duplicate us out some stardust. So I did mention last time that we were a little bit unfortunate here. We didn't quite get this, realize that it would come out like this, so we just pick it off of the branches here. So we're going to try to reset this. We'll set it up pretty much identically to the sugarcane. So turn this into seeds anyhow? Uh-oh. No, right, there's nothing we can do with that. How did she get here? Hold on. those blocks are unlit. I guess he swam across. Interesting. Our apiary is doing fine. We forgot to put cobblestone on the top of it, though, so we don't accidentally climb it. We'll torch it up as well. But this will actually... Can we make this into pathing? Yeah, so we'll need to, unfortunately, till all of the interior blocks up here. If I can get on up. We'll rely on our iron armor to collect all of them. I think we may have missed some. Dang. This isn't going to convert particularly well. With this, we were able to put the interior... Well, I guess we could do the same thing over here, too, couldn't we? We'll just take out the corners. And put in paths. And so what this should do is let us access all of the corn plants. We can just right-click them all. And... Wow, yeah. These guys are very persuasive. I might need to put a door on my gate here. We'll see. But once we convert these all to pathing, this should allow us to access every single piece of corn that's being grown here, just from the side without being kind of blocked. Like, we can't access that in front of us because we're inside this one. This should give us access to all of that. Unfortunately, we do have to trade for some more corn seeds, which I kind of didn't plan for. I keep forgetting that when you break these fresh corn stalks, it doesn't actually give you the seeds back. Can we really... Oh, right, we have to convert this to biomesh? Wow, this has exactly 0 use. That corn stalk stuff sucks. That is absolutely just the worst. Have we been storing this anywhere? We probably shouldn't. This is the one thing that I think we are totally safe to... Oops. Okay, so it's... The trash can's a little buggy. It deleted the corn stalk. Thankfully, it didn't delete the arrow. But, Okay. Okay, that's fine. Everything's totally fine. Nothing terrible happened there. We should have the ability to get corn from our fertilizer here, though. Corn seeds. If just... Well, 2. The rest we can probably get from the corn itself, I want to say. So... Yeah, the work blade is how we can scrape off some corn seeds. We have upgraded to the iron work blade last time. Let's see, how many did we have? We had a full ring. So 9 plus 9 plus 8 plus 8. 18 plus 16. No, forget it. We'll go for the whole thing. If we have extra, if we make mistakes, then we'll have them spare. And we'll go plant these in the cornfield here. And each of these should turn into the big old 2 tall corn plants. Oh yeah, we actually don't even have enough with this stuff. Okay, so that'll be fine. Each of those should turn into 2 tall corn plants, and then we can just harvest those straight off the bat. Now, we do have to stay up the rest of the night, so I've got to figure out something to do in it. I think we should be safe to make the placer block. Oh, I've got my caps lock on for some reason. Right, which is the redstone alloy plate, which we've slowly had going in here. We do need to grab our redstone and our glowstone. Let me up. Wonderful. We'll throw all of this into there. Take out the ingot cast. Definitely don't need that. And I suppose we should put in the plate cast. There it is. So we'll have one spare plate, and we'll keep one redstone alloy. Well, I guess we'll keep a plate of it. We don't really use it in its ingot form at all. By God, is this slow. But while we're waiting for that, we can make some iron plates with the stamper. Our metal press over there. We need two, and then we needed a platinum plate, I believe. I don't have any platinum in here. We haven't been using it in the factory yet. So, is this platinum, I think? Perfect. There are a lot of very indistinguishable items in this mod pack, unfortunately. But we should have the plate cast on there. Perfect. Put that here. Oh, I might actually fix this up, too. I have figured out a way to get it to place a single item at a time. I just need to modify this somewhat. We'll actually keep this wooden crate and extracting conveyor belt where it is. We'll keep those both out and placed because... Let's see, is this the redstone alloy? Perfect. Because we'll actually need that if we want anything that requires multiple items of any sort. So, for instance, the packing mold, I think the gear mold probably takes them. Stuff like that. If we need multiple ingots to go on the belt at the same time, we'll have to throw them in here. But for individual items, we will grab, I think we have, another hopper in here. Didn't we have another crate sitting somewhere? I guess not. How were those crates made? Whoa. Sticks and chests. Sticks, chests, and planks. So we'll just use these ones. Why am I even taking them out? We can just do it like so. We need to make a chest first. Oh. Or a crate. Crate. Works for me. We'll stick this up here and have the hopper going down onto there. And if we... I suppose we can test it out. We'll pour out an ingot of this stuff. Oops. We will pour out an ingot of that stuff and we'll stamp it. So if we set it up like so, it'll get stuck. That's not quite how I envisioned that working. Maybe through the side here. Nope, that's not how I envisioned that working either. There are lots of misunderstandings going on today. Well, the previous idea was that if you, well, maybe if I take this out, if you put a hopper leading directly into the multi-block itself, it should place at the exact time that there is a new space available on the belt. Ah, here we go. Okay, so it has to come in from that side. So we'll move this actually out. I guess out here. Need to build some scaffolding. It'll have to come kind of way out. We want that to work properly. So we'll put the extracting conveyor against here. Nope, not the direction that I wanted that. But we'll put the plate against it at least. There we go. Having a little bit of problems. What do we need made into a block? Sure, I'm sure some steel blocks will get used up eventually. We'll go test this out. This should still throw it onto the belt. Yeah, look at that. Oh, no. Don't look at that. That's not what we need at all. The premise itself, though, is sound. So we have this, which will only place exactly as many as there's space for on the conveyor belt of the multi-block here of our metal press. That'll be for doing individual items like these plates. If we need something like the 3x3, where we're packing a cube or something, or gear maybe, anything like that, then we will put it into this chest. This will drop them all out as fast as possible. And once it hits 9, it'll suck it into the press. It'll jump that barrier, which I think is just a visual thing, and it will add it to the queue there, which is good. This is exactly what we need. I guess we'll have some extra steel plates for the time being. But we should now be able to make the placer. I think we're short some... Yeah, we're short the dispenser, and we're short some stone. And the dispenser is made cobblestone, redstone, and string. So we'll go back home and grab the both of those. And then we'll probably head up after we've made this placer. We'll place it down in the workshop facing the kiln. And... right, we'll go in here. Make that placer. String... Hold up. Hold on a moment. Oh, right, because it's not a crafting table. Not a crafting station, so it doesn't actually retain the inventory. That's okay. I don't mind that too much. I generally pull everything back out anyway when I'm creating stuff, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So this makes a dropper. This makes a dispenser, and we find our stone reserves. Perfect. We'll need 4 of those in the corners, I want to say. Redstone alloy plate in the middle, a platinum plate on the bottom, iron plates there, and the dispenser. We've got a block placer. So I actually got to figure out how the placement of this works. I don't know which directions it faces. If I put it like that, okay, it just faces me. So we may have to break the kiln for a moment. Oh, and make a bit of building block. But if we put it like so, it should face me. Should place the block on that side, and we'll just test it by... Yeah, look at that. Places right there. We'll leave that to... we'll leave that to requires redstone. We'll put in another lever there. In fact, we might put this lever... Well, no. This lever needs to actually be on. Go replace our kiln function. And then now we have a basic placing machine. Once we get a lever hooked up to that. Everything in there. Perfect. Where are our levers? Non-existent. Scratch out. We have the spare in the workshop. Starting to notice the issues that arise when you have all of your items kind of disparately placed. But that should be off. This should turn it on. Yeah, that'll be all good. So if we ever need to do anything en masse in the kiln over there anymore, we can just rely on the placer to do it. It's got its own pretty large inventory, so we can just have it do that. Which is pretty good. That's pretty well settled. So we'll cross that off the list here. And we will check out... what will we check out next? Got a few things on the list. We should probably check on our celestial crystal creation. That would be good to check. It should be done by now. It seemed to take a night before. A night, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little more. We're not quite sure. But it should be done now. We should be able to get... Ooh, assuming we actually get up here, we should be able to get the Stardust return that we've been desiring from it. Yeah, so this one isn't quite done, but this one looks like it is set. Yeah, lovely. This is still going. Usually they break before then, so maybe this is a little bit sturdier than the rock crystals. Judging by the size differential, I'm going to say yes. So we'll let that one keep going. We'll keep putting back Stardust in it until we fill all this up. We'll just occasionally come back here and top everything off. So rock crystals, 2 of them. We get our bucket of liquid starlight. And we have got it placed down. 2, so we'll just prep that right away here. So, first things first. Toss, toss. Oh, no, not like that. Ah, come on. I'm starting to see how the iron armor could be a little bit inconvenient. But all of that placed. Rock crystal still going in there. Let's go and move on here. And we'll be sure not to sleep any more nights away so we don't waste any of that. Oh, hello, horse. How's our chopping session coming? All completed. Good for you guys. Perfect. Now we might try getting into... Let's see, where is that? Steve's Carts. So Steve's Carts actually lets you do a little bit of automation. It's sort of controlling. You have this Steve's Cart controller, I want to say it is. The cart assembler, that's the one. And then you can have inputs and outputs for it to do. And I think the thing that we will try to get it to do, just for now, we're not going to go too complex, is to automate a tree farm. But we'll have to go and make that cart assembler first. So if we look at that, it'll require a clock. This basic catalyst doesn't look basic at all. We do have black iron ingots, or at least the ability to create them. This is the quartz and the iron placed together. But it needs these basic components, which again don't look very basic. Black iron slate. Ah, I see, so that's an ingot pressed through a plate mold. We'll need 4 of those, and either Stardust, so I guess it's a good thing that we're getting our production of that going on, or this luminescence, which still requires Stardust. Though it does duplicate. Essentially, it doubles the amount, or halves the amount of Stardust we'll need total. Then we'll need this nether furnace. Pretty easy to get. Just furnace, some nether brick, which we have, and some blaze powder, which we have. And last but not least, lead plates, a gold chest from iron chest, and glass. So all that's pretty easy. Well, a little time consuming, but easy enough to get. So we'll go and start on, I suppose, the clock. The clock still made almost standard. We'll go grab our... We don't really have as many gold ingots as I was hoping for. I was hoping to stamp them just into plates. Do we have any gold sitting in a chest here? We do have a bit of gold grit. We'll go and arc furnace that up. Should go by pretty quickly, considering the speed it does with only 1 stack. And look at that, there it goes. Everything's sitting at homeostasis because we're only doing the 1 stack. And then once that gets 4, we'll go through them through the plate machine with our non-excess hopper machine. And... oh, there we go, 4. Put them in there. double check that it's all running correctly. Yeah, perfect. Fantastic. So that is functioning as it should be, as we want it to be. And then we need lapis. We should have a fair bit of lapis. We did go out mining and we got an entire vein. I remember the last time we went mining. So we should have some spare, right? Yeah. So we just need 5 of that. And these 4 gold plates. And that should get us... Oh, come on. Our clock. Perfect. And it is nighttime, as you can see, guys. We're right in the middle of nighttime. Ooh, but we do need a circuit board as well. This is actually the next step on our immersive path. So I guess we will be going back to immersive engineering. We'll not quite take a total break from it. We need this insulating glass, which is apparently iron grit, green dye powder, and then any type of block of glass. Oops. Hold up. A copper plate and then 2 vacuum tubes, which we have the ability to create here. Do we have 2 left over? We have 1 left over. So we will need to go create some more of that. I will actually turn all of this nickel grit into nickel proper. I suppose we might as well grab this sand out of there too. Because we do just have it as nickel grit. Yeah, and this will slowly start to drain because we can't quite keep the uptick in usage in control if we're doing that. We'll wait for the nickel to go get smelted down. It should be... Looks like a thunderstorm's happening. Shouldn't be too big of a process. And we can use our spare time to create some more copper wire if we don't have any already. Doesn't look like we do. We'll just grab one of those and place them through the machine once we replace the wire stamper over here. As soon as that's gone, switch back out. This is moderately inconvenient. I really do wish that had the ability to kind of place itself off of the side. If it was just one out, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's kind of inconvenient. Oh, you know what? We could actually fix that up here. Because we do have more conveyor belts, right? Yeah, look at that. So instead of doing that, we will do it from here, I guess. Oh no. How will we do this? No matter which orientation I put them in, it's kind of gonna wreck everything here. I might move this multi-block one more block out, just so we can get access to this. Maybe I'll just move this one block out. Hold on a minute. Oh, right. There we go. There's that. We'll switch this up. Put this, let's say, here. We can break this apart. Put it there. Then we don't really need to access this corner. Can throw the electrodes blueprint back. We don't need that. Then we can set this up like so. So, put the wooden crates back over here. We need a scaffolding block just to build off of. And the crate goes there. The conveyor goes kind of out like this. Well, we'll put the conveyor belt on first so we can align it to that. Put that there, and then just like that. And this should function exactly the same way as the previous one. It should feed in multiple stacks here. We'll just have to worry about it getting a little close to us. There's one heck of a thunderstorm going on out there, too. But copper wire thusly done. Nickel ingots smelting pretty quickly. What do we need for that? Oh, that's not the one. Ah, vacuum tube, that's right. So we need one nickel plate, one copper wire, which we have, one redstone, and one glass. Got nickel ingot, which we can turn into plate. We can have a copper wire, which we can throw in there for safekeeping. That has a plate cast on it? Yes. So we'll cast the nickel plate out. And right, redstone is the one I'm looking for. There should be some in here. Perfect. And then we just need that last bit, which was the glass, which is at home. Our windmill's not... Yeah, no, our windmill's good. Our windmill should actually be producing a little bit more electricity, because it did say that in rain... in high winds, there's storm. And this, I'm pretty sure, is considered a storm. It should function a little bit more quickly. I don't think it has the ability to destroy the gearbox or the kinetic dynamo the same way that a Better with Mods windmill could destroy the gearbox. I think it should just add additional power to that. That'll be decently functional for the time being. And with all this stuff gathered, plate, copper wire, redstone, and the glass, we should be able to make some more vacuum tubes. If we have the correct... This one. The correct blueprint in there. Yeah, there we go. 3 vacuum tubes. Perfect. We'll stick the excess there. We've got 2 that we need for the circuit board. And then we need to get on the insulating glass. We have iron grit, conveniently. We do need the green dye powder. Which we can make with a fair few flowers. Unfortunately, these mostly look like they are kind of desert-y flowers. So we're probably going to have to smelt down our cacti here to make some cactus green, or whatever they happen to call it. Actually, I had no mining sound. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, it was probably too close to the animal farm. We'll have to smelt one of these down. Put the rest into there. We'll just throw that in the grill. So once we get that, we take it, we grind it down in the mill, presumably. Well, maybe it's only the grindstone. Let's go check here. No, the millstone works. Perfect. So we'll get that milled down into the green dye powder. We'll slap that in with some glass and some iron grit. And then we'll be good, and we just need another copper plate. There's our dye powder. We actually got some extra. That's okay. We need to go back in here anyway. And we'll toss that in this chest with the rest of our various dyes that we've made. Grab 2 glass out of there. And iron grit is over in the factory. And we've got 2 of those. Perfect. So I believe we just crafted this up in a normal crafting bench. Iron grit on the sides, green dye powder in the middle, and glass on top and bottom. We got our insulating glass. And last thing is the copper plate. Oh, actually, we do have this engineer's blueprint, the crafting components blueprint. We should already have that. Go get our plate out and settled. And we'll set this up. Crafting components. One of these. Oh, 2 vacuum tubes, which I forgot over there. I don't know why they didn't stack. Okay, they did. not quite sure about that one. And there's our copper plate. We got a circuit board. Conveniently, that is actually an achievement. Hey, and there's finally an achievement with a funny name. Look at that. I'm bored. Considering all the other ones in this era have been really, really sad for the most part. Like, this stuff is okay. Most of them are just the actual item that you're getting, so it's not at all interesting for some reason. But that one was nice. And then we've got the circuit board. So we've got 2 out of the many, presumably, components that we're going to eventually need for this. Let's go throw this extra gold. That storage crate over there. We might modify our base down here. We might modify how that's set up, just so we can take a look to see how we can get the drawer controller all set up in there. That will be a process for later. Let's check on our Stardust. That's what we can do. Oh, right. Still raining, so there's still mobs. Forgot about that. Ooh, some lightning. Made a fire, no creeper. But this stuff... Yeah, so it kind of grows at inconsistent rates. You see this one, these 2, I think, are both sparkling. I think when it's about halfway, it only has 2 of the 4. And when it's completely done, it's got all 4. So these 2, yeah, should be done. Perfect. We'll go grab 4, fill up all the remaining slots here, and let's get our bucket of liquid starlight settled too. We'll throw one on top of there when we need some more. 4 when we need some more, I suppose. Still blast that and throw it in there. So we've got the rock crystals, which we can toss and toss 1. Perfect. Same with 2 here. Oops. 3 and 4. Perfect. And those should go make us some more stardust. So we can make this stuff. These basic components with the iron rods and the black iron slate. And we'll make some of this luminescence first. I think we should need 4 total of these, so we'll need 2 luminescence. I think I'm doing the math on that correctly. Might as well start getting the black iron created. So we'll need all of those, and we'll need those iron rods as well. So let's get ourselves across. We should some slate, right? I want to say it'd be in here. Yeah, the crushed black quartz. We'll need, let me do the math. 4, because we're making 4 of those components. Then we'll need 1 spare for the black iron ingot that goes in here. Yes, so we'll need 5 total. Let's get out our iron, which we've got over in the factory. And then is that just in the alloy kiln? Yeah, alloy kiln. Or I guess the arc furnace. We don't need to overload that, though. So we need 5 of you. Or does it double up? Nope, doesn't double up. It just kind of gets added to it. So we'll get those smelting, and that should be process for creating that. Glass, we've got lead plate. We can make gold chest. We actually have to get processed here. So I suppose we'll start with the gold chest. 8, right? If I want to make, see if it just pops up here. Perhaps, maybe, huh? No. All right. Chest, gold plates. Yeah, we're good. And our nickel is all cast out. Perfect. This chest is actually getting a little full. Let me upgrade that to an obsidian chest, because this has an absurd amount of room. Unfortunately, we don't have... Right, we don't have the obsidian just quite yet. We can make it in the alchemy table with this master life orb. Interesting. Not sure where we get the weak blood shard from. If we figured out how to get our solidifier to work, that would be an option, but other than that... Yeah, dang. Our obsidian production is still not working quite well at the moment. I really hope we can get that solidifier to work. That would be a huge boon to our productivity here. That thus made, though, we've got our chest, and then we've got our gold chest. Huzzah. And you know, I made this book in Quill a few streams ago, just so we could write down the components that were actually just shown in the Immersive Engineering book. So I think I'm actually going to save this for future projects. So we need our obsidian generation. Get solidifier to work. That'll be one. If we get any tasks that we might forget about that we're putting on the back burner, we'll put it over in there. Can't quite recall what tasks I'm currently forgetting here, but I'm sure there are plenty. For the time being, though, this is almost done. Oh, and it's also actually out of coal. Oh, you know what? I've already remembered one. Build blaze farm. Because we have got our blaze spawner. We went and grabbed it, and we chucked it into the pit over there, where we did the Bakehawk boss fight. So we'll need to go set that up into a mob grinder. I don't know if that actually functions in the overworld. I assume it will. I assume there shouldn't be any issues as long as we can actually get the blaze spawner across. It should work. But I am looking for... I'm going to get back in the place. We'll just be crawling with blazes. We are far enough away that it's despawned over there. So they shouldn't be spawning at the moment if we've done everything right. Right, we're going for the Steve's cart. We'll just save that at the moment. Glass. Done. Lead plates we'll need to go get. And those will be over at... no, that's why we came to the house. Those will be over here. Got our lead. Just 2 of them. We'll turn those into plates. And then we will... I suppose check on our crystals. Oops, wrong machine. There go our black iron ingots, so we can actually turn these into plates as well. Or slates, as it would. Yeah, slate, as it would be. And let's go check on our crystal production over there. Please no. Kindly don't mess with me, Mr. Skeleton. Oh, God. Okay, almost missed that and went straight to the ground. We're good. Crystal production is kind of working out. I think we put this one in there before. So Starlight sort of isn't propagating quite as well as I thought it would. This one is growing, you can see. I thought we put this one in before the rest of these, and it's not quite growing. So I wonder if there's an overcrowding issue of some sort going on there. I think we should be okay. We might need to go get more rock crystals, actually. And speaking of that, we might want to make this telescope as well. So that just requires any wood planks, some sticks. We got the wood planks for all of here. And I suppose we could make sticks out of this, right? No, this does require the old method. So let's go run back, grab some gold, grab some sticks, grab, I suppose, wood planks so we don't use the ones up there. See if we can get this functioning. I got 3 sticks. I think it was just 1 wood plank, right? For a telescope. Yeah, 1 plank, 2 gold, 3 sticks. Plank, sticks. Yep, we're all good. Ooh. Please no. Okay. Ooh, rather wrench of those. Oh, come on. Leave me alone, you stupid arachnids. I hate spiders. Whoa, whoa, what? Okay, we get an extra boost to speed for some reason there. Very strange. But these are still growing, I hope. And we can go create our telescope here. And I think that's done in this table. So set that up. Hopefully it'll work with that. We'll need our wand, though. Our resonating wand. There it is. That should make us a nice little telescope. We might start going after more constellations, too. Because the constellation paper, there's the Necronomicon ritual, which may actually be more efficient in terms of doing things, because it doesn't use stardust. Or we could make it in the iridescent altar, which is, yeah, that's the next step up from this current altar. So I guess we will be stuck doing it the Necronomicon way. Which requires aquamarine, gold, parchment, which we need this washi for. Oh no, we can actually make that with paper now. Perfect. Not perfect. Scratch that. The washi is much more efficient because the paper requires glue, which we don't want to have to use. But it does require this soaked mulberry pulp, which comes from the mulberry bark, blah, 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 all of that jazz. So I believe, if we check our book here, we currently have 5 of the constellations. And I think each paper should, in theory, give you a new one. Could be wrong about that. It's entirely baseless. But if we count the number up, we'll subtract these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 5, 11 more. So we'd only have to do that ritual 11 more times. Unfortunately, we are out of aquamarine. So we do need to go find that, which will require a trip to the beneath. I'm not actually that concerned anymore, because we used to be in significant danger when we were in the beneath. But at this point, we've got a fantastic sword, so the mobs there, even with their additional health, shouldn't bother us too much. And we've got our armor pretty well set up. The wild dog pelt boots, I might actually make a second pair of. Do I have one stored in here? Doesn't look like it. So I might actually make a second pair of those, since we do have ours looking a little low. Wild dog pelt, there it is. I think we needed 4, right? Yeah, 4 leather boots, bundles of feathers, and some coagulated blood, or whatever sticky substance we need. Probably we'll just use coagulated blood. Right? Do we have slime balls? We have glue. We'll use the glue. And ooh, do we have leather? Not enough. Okay, so we're gonna have to go through the leather process again. We'll use the buffalo hide, I suppose. We need to make it in groups of 3. Conveniently, this makes 6. We might go a little overboard with the amount that we currently need. So we've got rawhide just kind of all over the place. If we're doing it in groups of 3, well, this is automatically going to be in groups of 3 anyway. So let's get the work blade. There it is. Get our 36 rawhide. Perfect. And our salt should be up here. Yeah, salt. Which we'll not need very much of. It's been a long time since we've done any manual basin stuff. We were kind of trying to avoid it by moving on to the mixer, but that never really worked out. That is definitely a future deal. We'll throw these salt one spot, rawhide in another, and we'll just keep an open spot. We'll go and salt our hides here. And we do not need you in our hotbar. This will take a little bit of time. It should hopefully be worth it. While we slowly get this done. It's so quiet. Yeah, the soundproofing is really it is odd. It's very odd for me too, because it does make me feel like my headphones have messed up in some fashion. But you get sort of used to it. Not entirely though. I could take the soundproofing off, but we would both be deafened. It is super duper loud in here without it. With just the amount of axles and stuff turning. And machines going, and the 3 bellows I have over there. It is just an absolute racket without the soundproofing. Don't get me wrong, I love soundproofing. Okay. So do I. So that's a good thing. We're on the same wavelength here. And we are on our last 2 batches here. And we're done. Cool. So we'll go and get this all separated out into many separate groups. Toss this stuff, actually, back into chests they belong. That way we can actually have enough spaces to separate this out. So 3, 4. Actually, no, we should divide them into 5 and then split 1 and 2. That should be the 8 chests, right? Or did I do the math wrong again? I think I might have done the math incorrectly again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chests, and one of them is split. No, so I was totally right. Hold on. Divide them in 5, split 1 and 2. So this gets full. This gets a full. This gets a full. I've done this entirely incorrectly. We're going to keep on it. This gets divided into 3 pieces. You get the extra. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Scratch that. You don't get the extra. One of the small chests gets the extra. Because that one will be done faster. I should really set those up so that they actually all pull from the same one, but it's a hassle. So those will be drying slowly. We'll get them turned into leather. We'll make ourselves a new set of leather boots. Or wild dog pelt boots after the leather boots. We should probably start turning those feathers into bundles of feathers. And how do we actually make that? Hemp fiber in the center. Okay, so we've got that. And we'll need 2 bundles of feathers. Okay, got 1, 2, perfect. Get rid of some of the ridiculous amount of feathers that we have. We've got our glue. And now we're just waiting on those leather boots, if I'm not incorrect. Which I don't think I am. Yeah, all we have to wait for is those leather boots. Unfortunately for us, that's gonna take a little bit of time. Gonna take a wee bit. So we should figure out something to do in the meantime. What does our book say to do? Blaze farm, solidifier. We could poke and prod around the solidifier. So, no piping here, but I think would do the trick. Anything in here, anything at all, look like it will pump water into it. Not even a little bit. None of this looks like... We'll take that. Let's try throwing a bucket of water into it. Everybody seems to... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if we lock the recipe? Nope, that doesn't do anything. That still lets us in. The top reorients itself to me, and I have no idea what that means. Maybe we want to use some other type of piping. Maybe connector of some type? Engine? Because I think this redstone engine, I swear I've seen it used to pump in liquid into this in some of my research, but I never figured out exactly how it worked. So there is this Buildcraft guidebook and configuration guide. Looks like they're the same thing. Maybe we can make that. Maybe we add another book to our collection. Another lovely book to add to our collection. So let's see. We should have a gear. I think we made one by accident, right? Wrong. I swear we had one. Okay. We'll go turn this mulberry siding into a gear. 4 gears, I guess. Using the saw. Okay, perfect. Then we'll go make our book. If we have the paper for it. We do not have a single bit of paper. So we'll go make some paper, and then we'll make our book. Sawdust, 3. Glue, 1, but that's also getting low. So let's, Wolf pelts are kind of hard to come by. I'd like to pick a pelt that I have decent access to. I guess pigs, since we're going to be using them to make bacon anyway. But it's not very efficient. Well, I suppose it's not that much better for everything. We'll take a little less than half. We'll turn that all into glue. And that'll be done in the cauldron, right? Not the stoked cauldron? Yeah, the cauldron. So we'll get that going. Which should do relatively quickly because we've got the setup going here. In the meantime, we're going to take our glue and our sawdust and turn those into paper. Oh no, we'll turn them into pulp, which has to be dried, which then turns into paper. Ah, it's a whole process. I cannot wait for the day we get that mixer. How is this coming? Are you all still full? Yes. 100% and completely. We're gonna just steal these guys. Split. Oops. You into there. You into there. And we'll try this pulp instead. It's gonna take a year and a half, but we can do other things in the meantime, like collect our corn, for instance. Okay, we'll eat an apple so we don't automatically try to eat our corn here. Suppose the empty hand would have solved that too, but... Yeah, I really do wish there was a way to harvest this stuff. Ah. Automatically. I very much doubt our scythe would work on this, though. Alright, that's the outside layer mostly picked. And that's the inside layer picked. We do need still some more to be planted in the ground. Go and grab our work blade to do that. Actually, we should count how many plots we have to plant first. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total. So 13 of this corn will be turned into seeds, and then the rest is going to be placed into a chest, and 64 of it is going to be turned into popcorn, I guess? Cooked corn? Let's get that 13. And our work blade. And finally fill out our corn farm here. All right, and that's all lovely and planted. We are set there. So we'll go set some corn. I believe the reason we were using corn was because it had better nutrition than baked potatoes, I want to say. Whoa, what did I do? Huh? Sorry, what? What did I hit? I have no idea what happened there. Yeah, so it does 2.5 food bars, but it has 4 saturation for that. So it's pretty good in terms of its nutritional value. And our vegetable is currently at a flat 0, though so is our grain. So maybe we shouldn't be talking it up too much. Let's go throw this on the grill, that stack. And we'll keep this going for the meantime. Keep our apples sated as we wait for our pulp to slowly turn into paper. We'll scooch these all around. Come on, pulp. Oh yeah, we can just watch that slowly tick up. 82. Come on. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to wait for you. I have nothing better to do. Well, I've got a few things better to do, but they take up too much mental capacity for me to keep both of you guys in mind, so... Why are we doing this? We're not quite sure. We want a new book, basically. There we go. And there is our paper. So, should just be able to... Where did our... There's our gear. Put this in like so. We've got our Buildcraft guidebook. Maybe this will tell us a little more. Oh, it's nice. It's got animations and stuff. Pipes. We've got item transport. Do we not have... Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at this. Wow, this is a fully fledged sort of deal. We got a wooden fluid pipe. Wow, yeah, this is fascinating. This is way better done than most of the other books. This looks very fully featured. Maybe not, considering it's only got 4 pages. Transport pipe, turn into a fluid pipe. So the fluid pipe is a extraction pipe. I think we would need a... What's the inverse of extraction? Insertion? Yeah, I want to say insertion. Because we tried it out with the wooden pipe, I believe, right? We had some type of pipe. Which we stuck in here, right? Our eyes can locate it? Maybe I'm nuts. No, I've got no idea. We could try a liquid hopper. Actually, we could totally try the liquid hopper. Right? No, because this only pulls out of blocks. I swear we tried some type of piping and threw it in here. Maybe it's actually still out down there. Clay fluid pipe. We tried that. Let's see what other types there are. Valve pipe, insertion pipe. Okay, so that's what we thought would work. We may have messed that a little bit up, though. Because we may need the engine, the redstone engine, to actually get it to pump into our solidifier. If we can find that. It's here somewhere, certainly. There it is. And I think we actually grabbed some of these from... We grabbed some of those from the Twilight Forest, didn't we? In the Urgas Tower. Maybe we left it there. Not quite sure. Yeah, and we do have more of this clay transport pipe. So let's go visually test it out. If it will connect to this, it'll have a visual indicator of it doing so. Yeah, so that does actually connect to that. So we could, or should, be able to insert liquid through it. Oops, and break the floor with our Instamine pickaxe here. Why did this not work? That there. Where'd it go? Oh, right, no, we need the fluid pipe, which means we need to turn this into pipe sealant, which requires the cactus green again. Okay. We'll go grab the cactus from in here. Stick that on the... Well, in a furnace, I guess. Our grill is currently occupied. In the furnace. Our grill is currently occupied. My brain got those switched around. We've got our furnace array. That'll be okay. And in the meantime, we'll grab all of our leather, or our dried hide, on the way to being leather. Stick it in our inventory. We'll go deal with that after we have tested our theories here. Oh, yes, there we go. All done. Convert it like that. Combine it like so. Please connect. Please still connect. Yes, it still connects. So let's put a block of water here and see if it fills. It's not. So I think we need a pipe connection. Another, like an insertion pipe connection, which I think was wood, right? One transport pipe. No. Yeah, this is the extraction pipe. And then maybe a cobblestone pipe. Or fluid pipe of some type. So let's get a wooden fluid pipe going here, and then maybe if that doesn't work, we'll stick a cobblestone pipe in between. We're slowly figuring out how it works. Slowly. Let's go... I don't know where we got this piece of dirt. Maybe from the floor of the workshop. Let's go find ourselves... Well, how we make this. Glass, wood, and... glass and wood, that's it. No and additions to that. Got our wooden transport pipes. We need another cactus green. Turned into pipe sealant. I'll actually do 2 here in the event that we need it for something else. We'll leave the second one as cactus green, though. I'd rather have it like that than immediately convert it, because pipe sealant, as far as I know, only works with this buildcraft stuff, right? Yeah, just makes a whole bunch of different fluid pipes. And man, are there a lot of fluid pipes. Holy crap, are there a lot. Sun's coming up. We probably should check on our crystals up there. Ooh, right. That first, then this. Okay, perfect. And when we take this, it should connect up here. Yeah. The water there, it's not taking. So I think we might need that redstone engine. We'll also probably get another aqueduct there, because I think that counts it as a full block. We should have some more aqueduct blocks back in the house, right? Yes, we do. Lovely. So we'll go stick that there, so it's considered a full block. Oh, look at this. So it's not actually pumping, but it has connected to this full block. And I think that's because it needs a redstone engine, which we'll put here feeding into it. And that shouldn't break any redstone, yeah? Yeah. And it actually, I think, should be powered by that same torch. Or, sorry, by the same lever. So let's go check out the Twilight Forest. I think that would be where we would leave any redstone engines if we had left them. We should probably bring those all back if we intend on it, because we will be using them in the overworld. Definitely will be using them here. Ooh. Redstone engines. There's a carbonite reactor. Maybe I'm mistaking carbonite reactors for these redstone engines. Yeah, I think I made that mistake. So we do actually have to make that out. It shouldn't be too difficult. Once we get back here. And let's look at the process for creating that. If you'll excuse me while I let a anxious cat out. So it looks like it takes treated wood planks, which we have, any type of block of glass, steel gears, which we can make, pistons, which we still have some left over, and we can also make them, and a little bit of redstone. So we've actually got the ability to make all of this all at once. Though our inventory is looking a little full here. Let's see what we can fix. Let's throw the Buildcraft book in there. We'll throw the extra dirt in with the rest of the dirt. I think there should be some in here, right? Yeah, perfect. Cactus green can go up here. We're not using that moment, everything else should be good. We'll actually go and coat this hide in resin at the moment too, just so we don't have to keep holding on to that. We'll get the process sorted out, and that'll eventually clear out this glue and all of this stuff, so we can make the wild dog boots. That'll be a basin recipe, which will take 1.5 million years to complete. Yeah, so that's all we need for that. Wet hide can just go somewhere in there. We don't need to have that visually available here. Ooh. Keep jumping the gun. Come on, there we go. I think when it bugs out like that, it is turning. It's going through the process. It's just not visually representing it. It kind of bugs out, so you've got to wait until the full turn is complete. That's what my brain says, but my monkey brain just goes, smack it more until it works. So, I just keep spam clicking it. That's okay. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. I'll actually switch those out. So my muscle memory of what needs to be 3 stuck into there. Oh yeah, the animations on that are totally bugged right now. There we go. All better. Getting back into the rhythm of micromanagement during the spin cycles. Hopefully I'll never have to get that complete muscle memory back. Because dream is to have all of our stuff that would be done in the basin done automatically with the mixer before too long. Once we get into modularium and all that stuff, once we get into the modular machinery bits. But again, taking a break from that, we're not focusing on that at the moment. We are focusing on getting everything set up here. So split this into 4. Split one of those in half and divvy on out. There we go. And that'll all slowly dry into some leather so we can finally make those boots. Now, what do we say we wanted to put that stuff away for? Just not have it in our inventory. Right, because we were making the redstone engine. So, treated planks are over there. Steel gear will go and press out. The gear, I believe, requires 4 steel. Where's our steel? There it is. So I want to say it requires 4. So we'll actually get to test out if this contraption works here. We'll go get our steel mold. Our gear mold, that is. Placed. Oops. And then once that comes out, yeah, it'll go line itself up. So it does actually work. Perfect. That's good to know. Oh, we've got these wooden transport pipes. We don't need those anymore. Stick both of these, in there. I was about to say. How are we going to do this? You know what? We'll upgrade this iron into a gold chest. Unfortunately, we're going to have to store all the things we've been holding on to here in there. So toss these all down by the home row. Like that. Then we'll just have that area to work with. Voila. We can break this. We can use an upgrade kit, I think, because that'll be a little bit more useful. And then we'll scooch this. Oops, if we take out our shield. Put there. Might want to put the gold chest next to the crafting table. Yeah, I had planned on putting it in, just moving it over like that. And I think we should be able to make an iron to... Yeah, an upgrade kit here. Copper to iron, iron to gold. And that's just... Oh, that's just plates. So, okay. Not too difficult for us. The plate is inserted, right? Yeah, that's a plate. We'll go grab our iron. It'll turn into a plate. Stick it in there. And we'll have to grab some gold as well, which we are steadily running out of. We'll actually go... Oops. Trying to hole one of these clusters into dust, and then we'll throw that in the arc furnace, just so we don't have to worry about running out completely. It should double it, and it'll give us... I want to say platinum? I think that's wrong, though. It'll give us some other object. And we'll be able to craft this all up together, and everything will be good and happy and cheery, and the whole situation is just going to be great. And we'll, I suppose, throw this coke dust in there, too. Coke in there to make into coke dust. That's cool. You can manually move it. Yeah, that's one of the things we've had access to for a while. We can just pick up pretty much any container. That's, I think it's the same thing that allows us to pick up animals and kind of scooch them around. Steel gear. These, yeah, all exist. Let's get the upgrade made. So we'll, oops, slap this down, and then like that. Yeah, perfect. And then we get another gold chest, and we'll use this in our crafting recipe. So let's pull everything back out of here. All that, rearrange it in the various positions that are supposed to go. Oh, do I even remember? I don't know if I do. Thread assembler, don't need a water bucket. This requires the steel gear, glass, treated wood planks. Should be in here somewhere, right? Yeah, there it is. I actually need to make more of those. Oh, and just 3. Dog pelt stuff we'll put over there. And the redstone. So we can actually make this right here. Redstone. We forgot our piston, unfortunately. Everything else we have access to. And I think this might actually be our last piston that we've already got pre-made. Nope, I tell a lie. We've got plenty of pistons still sitting around. But this should be a redstone engine. Oh, and that's actually an achievement. Nice. Yeah, so now we can power the Buildcraft pipe. So that, I think, was why it was not working. Oh, and we've actually made it to where modular machines start to come in. Ah, excellent. Okay, perfect. So we'll be able to move on to that when we get there. But for now, with the redstone engine, should be able to stick it facing like thus. And it's not being powered by this. Maybe we need to stick a torch on it properly. We're just going to have that running at all times anyway. Will we? I think we will, right? Surely. If we need to change out for a lever, we can always do that later down the line. Yeah, but now it should be pumping. This should be filling up with fluid. Yes. And we finally got our solidifier to work. Hooray! Oh. Only one though. Wait. No. Okay, so it is slowly filling up. I guess this isn't working quite as fast as the fill needs must. But it is slowly filling up. So we'll finally be able to use that to get ice, to get lava, magma cubes, lava cubes. I think it goes in one of the two directions. It goes either magma or lava. Yeah, that's fantastic. We got that set up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And by now, our leather should be done, right? Not quite, but our corn is. Hey, there we go. We'll stick the apples straight back in the chest. We don't need them at the moment. Now that we've got this corn and our fruit, I believe. Yeah, totally maxed out. So we'll just stick them in there. Add them to the collection. And now we got this stuff to move on to. Wonderful. Black iron ingot all goes there. We can separate these out a little bit more visibly. We should have at least some of it done, right? Yeah, look at that. This probably, judging by the numbers in here, is the last batch, right? Yeah, for most of them, second to last or last batch. Actually, for all of them, second to last or last batch. We'll go make ourselves some boots. Leather boots. We'll stick the excess in here. And we'll make ourselves another set of wild dog boots. Bundle of feathers on the top, glue on the bottom, and boots. There we go. And we got some extra hemp fibers back from the bundle of feathers. Wonderful. With this in our inventory, just tucked away here, as we scooch everything down the line, we're good to go to the beneath. That's what we've been putting it off for. I will go check on our crystals up there first, because I do want to keep that production coming. I think we've just, with this batch, should be getting to the point where we actually are making some profits off of it. We're also almost out of rock crystals, though. So after we come back from the beneath, we may need to go mining for those. And goodness knows that they will absolutely fill up our inventory when we go mining for that. Full, 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 and full, I think? Not quite full, some of them. Maybe. Yeah, not sure. Oh, yeah, we only got 3. Okay, so not all of those were quite full. I can't really visually distinguish how they're, like, properly full. Maybe when they stick out over the top of the blocks. That should be how I do it. But let's go make our next batch. We've got 3 left over. Lovely. And then exactly enough rock crystals to make the next set. And we are completely out after that, unfortunately. So let's grab our buckets. Until they're full when they're sparkling. I swear all of them were sparkling, though, is the issue. They all visually looked like they were sparkling to me. We'll get these rock crystals set up over the basins to make sure that these are all accumulating liquid starlight again. This is coming along. Oh, well. We'll toss them all in. Is that one of them? Yeah, there we go. Come on. Nope. Nope. There we go. So all of those should be making, and we've got our extra bucket of liquid starlight. That's a nice little light show going, though. Look at that. And now we'll go, whoops, set off into the beneath, I think. We should really make this look a little more presentable. We did fix up our factory building, which looked kind of, well, the front still kind of looks like poop, but the rest of it looks good. We should probably do something similar to our portal room. Maybe incorporate the, well, more portals into it. Because it's a little cramped at the moment. I didn't think we'd have quite this many portals in it. But for now, let's go stick all of this extra stuff in there. Got all of this set up. Oh, we'll want to grab our ore finder. Our dowsing rod, so we can just kind of search through for any ores there. And we've got, oh, we got a decent amount of torches. I think we should be okay. Not the Twilight Forest. We'll be going to the Beneath. There we go. Only saw 3 sparkling? Okay. I'll have to look a little bit more closely every time I break them all. Two. Do re mi. This is just a heavy metal singer warming up his throat for his next big concert. And I forgot I just made a ladder system, or a ladder system to get up to the roof. A very, very slow ladder system. Hey, maybe we can incorporate starlight here too. Once we get those collector crystals, once we figure out how to get those collector crystals. But it looks like we're almost to the platform. I believe we determined that aquamarine doesn't just spawn in the roof. That you can see we had our little scaffolding, and when we were searching for it in the roof, we didn't have much luck with that. But we did have a bunch of luck with getting aquamarine from here. So that is what we're going to go for again. Nothing of interest, nothing of interest. I would like an extended dowsing rod at some point. I don't think they have them. I very much doubt they do. Oh, hello. Right. Forgot we had to deal with all of those guys. Oh, wow, he's a fast bugger, isn't he? Should eat our corn on the cob. These fellows should be fairly easy to do with our better sword. We aren't going to start picking up their drops. Ooh, aquamarine ore this way. Don't mind. Oops. Don't mind if I do. That is not a spider. Oh man, that's inconvenient. This has luck 3 on it, so I think I'll take my chances with that. Oh, it's also doing very strange things visually with the aquamarine. I guess the aquamarine is slightly transparent, which is why that's happening. Still very strange. But we are picking up a fair bit of it. I think we mined, what was that, 8 blocks? And we got 12 out of it, so it does seem to be working there. Call me Robin Hood. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Press. Okay, so we're having a little bit of rough luck with this side. Ooh. I tell a lie. Oops, I also used the hammer. Oh, there we go. Did I think mine one of them by accident, but the pick still has luck 2 on it, if not luck 3. So that shouldn't be too bad. Nothing of interest. Nope, 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 no. Okay. I'm gonna call that one a sufficiently mined out. Oh. Well, looky here. We'll pick up some rocks too, for old time's sake. I guess our luck on our sword is actually giving us more weapon and stuff drops from these zombies. So I don't think I should be getting quite this many of them as regularly. Ooh, ow. And spiders are coming. Lovely. Deal with these fellows before they become too much of a problem. Am I hitting them in the head? I can't tell. Ah, we're getting comfortable. It was much less of a problem dimension than it was before. Ooh. I tell a lie, though. Ooh, aquamarine ore. Ooh, no. Hammer. How far down was aquamarine ore? I guess it's max 48, but... Unless I didn't find it. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay. Maybe the luck isn't working quite as well as I thought it was. Because I feel like it should have more than 33 by this point. And there's nothing around here. Dang. If anything, good way to farm rotten flesh. You are correct. Yeah. Oh, ow. We'll be getting plenty of mob drops. So that is one positive benefit. Oh, sweet. No, not sweet. Oh, we just got comfortable with this too. Ah, there we go. Oh, silverfish. Oh, silverfish. Right. Luckily, I think we've got them pretty well settled. There will probably be more. Like there. I can hear more of them in the walls. But our knockback... Ooh, ow. Okay, maybe not. I was about to say, our knockback should keep them at bay, but not if they spawn right next to us. And you can see and hear them in the walls. That's horrible. And I don't know if our hammer luck is actually getting to them. I'm going to switch back to the pickaxe just for everything here. Because I don't think our hammer, by proxy, is getting that aquamarine outside of the original block, maybe. I mean, this stuff is surprisingly rare. Oops. Goodbye. Oh. Now goodbye. Good day, sir. I might go up to the roof, actually. I did go on the ledge so it's easier to traverse, but with this pickaxe, it's going to be pretty painless either way. I would like to get at least a full stack here of aquamarine. This is abominably slow. This is horribly slow. Nope. 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 Lots of no. Well, since we got the speed. You know, everybody I've ever seen play this mod pack, none of them seem to have as terrible luck finding the aquamarine as I appear to be. We're also filling up on cobblestone here. Keep the dirt. Come on, really? Nothing? Man, I am just the unluckiest dude. Oh. Okay, clearly I need to complain more, because every time I complain, we get a new one. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I don't think the luck is functioning at all. Oh well. Oops. I don't think the luck is functioning at all in several ways here. I think I'm going to get out of the ceiling. It's not giving us any better luck here. I'd rather just kind of run around on top of some of this stuff. I vaguely remember having a pretty good time going over this way. So maybe I had a good time because I mined it all out. So maybe this is not the best solution. Man, there's a whole lot of nothing in here. Oh. Again, complaining. It's the secret to how you find stuff. Ah, there we go. Whoops. Not quite what I meant to do there. Let's douse the blocks around, though. Going back. Anything? Creepy sounds. Okay. I wonder if there's actually a boss in here. We kind of just know this is the place of, you know, aquamarine and black quartz, which I suppose we should go get while we're here, down in the bottom. But there is the whole fact that, you know, there's creepy sounds and extra tough monsters and everything. So this could absolutely be a boss arena that we just don't, don't have the knowledge or rituals or whatever. This is, oh no, our pickaxe is broken. Oh, that's a problem. I guess we'll use the hammer. We'll get this last aquamarine ore. And then we'll head back, I suppose. Can't really do this without a pickaxe. And there's silverfish. Kindly. Oh my god. Wow. At least they're forming an orderly line. Unfortunately, they're forming an orderly line faster than we can actually take care of them. Oh, ow. Kindly don't exist, please. Oh my god, there's so many silverfish blocks. Ooh, ow, ow. I can hear more elsewhere, but I'm not actually sure where. Keep going through here. We just need this last aquamarine block. There it is. There they are. Wow, this is a big vein. Oh, but we're out of space again. Not the gravel. Alright. Everything mined out. Pickaxe, good and thoroughly broken. Silverfish following us in the walls. We'll head back. Tinker's Construct, you can create sharpening stones that act as a portable way to repair your tools. Yeah, usually I just head back to bases to do that. I haven't really carried them out unless I've made some spare. I do use them to repair though. Just for oh god. For our oh what the whoa what who are you? What was that? That looks like another player. What the heck was that? Okay. Weird. This is 100% a single player world. I'm just gonna assume that that's a mob. It looked like its name was like Mosin or something? Mousin? How strange. How very strange indeed. Is this the next level Herobrine that I've been hearing about? He finally got removed and now he changed his name and his appearance. No, I think we're good. I think that was just some mob messing with us. Gravel, I think should go in here, and then we've got lots of cobblestone. Okay. And our aquamarine Andes swords. Silverfish are the worst mob. They're okay. I actually kind of like them, just because it makes mining a little bit. It gives it a little bit more variety. But I can't see why you would say that is the case. I can definitely understand that. We'll go grab our gold. Keep this arc furnace running. And then we will head over to, well, one, to drop off our worms in our fish trap. And two, to go and send ourselves back to our astral area. We'll see if any of the crystals are done yet. I don't think they would be. This is outside the render range of our weirding gadgets. And oops. Even then, it's only probably been one night, I'd estimate. Yeah, so what? What happened there? Apparently just one of them didn't take. Or so it would seem. We'll go try that again. Maybe I picked it up. And it didn't. Yeah, so maybe something like that happened. Okay, but we've got our aquamarine. So we should be good to do whatever the heck it was we wanted to do with the aquamarine there. I can't quite recall. Alright, so we do want to make this luminescence. We need 2 to spare. We actually have 2 to spare, right? Yeah. Okay. Did that turn into a crystal this time? Yes, it did. Okay. So those all we'll be making up. We'll take our 2 stardust that we have left over, even though I'm kind of concerned about not having any at all. If we break these, it should still turn back into 1 no matter what stage they're at, all of these crystals. So worst case comes to worst, we can get 1 back from that method. What age am I in again? I am in age 3. We are in... Oops. There's the key. Yeah, age 3 here. But we take these. We take, what was it, redstone, glowstone, and gunpowder. I think that was just a crafting recipe, right? Yeah, just straight up normal crafting. We can do that over in here and make some luminescence. Redstone, 2, glowstone, 2, and gunpowder, 2. I think it was like that. I don't know if this is a shaped crafting recipe. Then we combine this with some iron rods and some of that black slate that we made earlier. Do we have? Yeah, we do have that actually in here. Take all of these out. We can go converted. Also, in the meantime, we should, oops, not nickel, make a sharpening kit. Oops. There we go. We'll make a sharpening kit to repair our pickaxe. So iron rods. I think each iron should make 2. So we should theoretically only need to be putting in 2 here. Whoa, no. Take it back, take it back. Ah! Okay. Well, we'll have that. We'll have more iron plates for whatever we need iron plates for. Whoops. Yeah, that definitely derped it. Come off of it. There we go. There we go. Correct mold is on this time, and we'll place that down. We'll also cast out our sharpening kit so we can repair our pickaxe here. And, oops. Voila, we have a fully repaired pickaxe. Well, not fully repaired pickaxe. Interesting. I might want to upgrade this to steel in some way. So we throw it on there. The components that the pickaxe has, and only 3 of them. But if I swap around, see if I move, what the heck do I have on here? So it's currently Hastest and Luck we've both applied manually. Does it have a aqua dynamic binding maybe? Maybe that's the binding? If we move the magnetic from the head to the shaft and we put steel on the head, we make a steel head, I think it should still have everything else. Because we were basically just replacing the components of it. But that'll be for a different time here. Could put everything back to its correct position. We've got our iron rods. So we should just be able to make... Ooh, half of what we needed. So I guess we need more iron. Nope, not gonna make that mistake again. I guess we can just do this in our inventory. There we go. We got those 4 basic components. We surround this black iron ingot with them. Then we get a basic catalyst. And that is 1 step closer to making our card assembler. In fact, that's a lot of steps closer, isn't it? Gold chest. Glass. I thought we had glass somewhere. We might have dropped that off in the house or used it for something else. I think we might have actually used it for something else. That's okay. Glass, and now we just... I think the only thing we have left is to make this nether furnace. Furnace, easy enough. Nether brick, blaze powder. So, super easy. Need 7 of those. We need to make a furnace out of cobblestone. And we've got that. And with this, we should be able to throw together everything we need to make this card assembler. Hey, there we go. And that's our entryway into Steve's carts. Where will I put this? I might put it in the workshop. I might just put it in here, actually. So, making this is a little confusing. Steve's Carts has a whole lot of stuff. I wish it had a book, actually. But I do believe the very next step we have to make is to make a wooden hull. So we look for, oops, that. There we go. Any planks? We need 2 wooden wheels, which are easy enough to make. We just slap them together. And I think I'll go straight for the upgraded hull, too. So if I find that. Yeah, the standard hull. Probably not the reinforced hull. Or the mechanical pig. Not sure what that one's about. Apparently it is a donation marathon sort of deal. But we'll be going for the standard hull because that'll be just a minecart with some iron wheels on it. We'll need to make the wooden hull anyway, just for the achievement. So that'll give us a bit of experience with that. And we'll actually chop a full stack of these into more sticks because we are running out there. But I believe it was just a plank in the center and sticks all around, right? That'll make us those. We just need more planks and wheels to make the wooden hull. Cool. Maybe we'll use the wooden hull for something down the... Oops. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can totally just unmake everything. Oh, yeah, that's totally useful. Absolutely. Completely useful. So we just needed that for the achievement, so there's no reason for us to keep it anyway. Amazing. But we'll go to the iron stuff. How much iron do we have sitting in here? Not enough. We should actually turn all of that iron grit, or at least some of it, into iron proper. Assuming this is done with the gold. Yes, it is. We'll bring that back to the house once we get there. Let's get this iron grit. We'll take 3 of that. 3 full stacks, and we'll throw it in the arc furnace to turn into iron proper. We've always got more iron if we need it. Iron clusters, that is. So this stuff can go in that chest. Lovely. But now with the iron that we'll take out of the chest over here, whoops, we can go make ourselves, well, I guess we have to make the wheels first, don't we? We still need sticks for that. luckily we have classic sticks in the form of these ones. That should be like that? No. Oh, it actually doesn't accept the treated sticks. That's the first recipe that I've ever seen that hasn't done that. Very interesting. Okay, so we'll grab 7. I think 7 total should be enough to get us through to where the cart is. In the center with the, oops, not the slabs, the sticks all around them. Right, doesn't save. I've gotten so used to that that it just doesn't even cross my mind anymore. No. That. There we go. Perfect. 1 and 2, and then proper hull for the standard hull. And since we have just stored this upstairs for now, you can see we have other things we can put onto it. And so that'll be what we'll do here. I really wish there was a book where I could look at everything, but we'll just have to look through the list here. I think we'll need a detector station. Or a unit? Honestly not sure how exactly this works here. But I think... Oh my goodness, there's so much. I think we need this wood cutting core, right? Oh my god. It's a player skin mod, but those aren't supposed to show up in the hunting dimension until age 4. Oh, I see. So you were looking up with the enemy that attacked us. Yeah, we do have our hunting portal there. I guess they managed to somehow spawn in that and just get out there. So what I'm currently trying to look for is maybe the saw blade here. I think it might be the saw blade. And then secondly, a fertilizer upgrade. Modifier, crane. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. Cutting core. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Because this is a massive, like an absolutely massive list of things to go through. I bet it's probably this. It's probably the basic woodcutter. Shift for more info. Occupies the front side. Yeah, so is there a guidebook? Let's just look for book. No, nothing at all. So I think we need this. We need a basic woodcutter. We'll stick that on the front of our cart. Unfortunately, that will require another circuit board, as well as this cutting core, which requires a PCB, which also requires circuit boards. Oh my goodness. This requires so much data. So much production here. Maybe we'll sit on the Steve's carts here. Came from the hunting portal, but it says it's not supposed to start spawning for another age. Yeah, Sevtech is glitchy. That is correct. And we'll not sleep the night away because we want our crystals to grow up there. So we'll put the Steve's cart stuff on the back burner. We'll add that to the list. And I think we'll move on to something different. Yeah, we'll definitely not go for the cart. We could actually go for some nether production. So we're currently using glue as our object of choice, but there is a plant I believe we got from the nether that actually turns into slime, which I believe, if I can find it here, is the cinerus spore, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a different plant. Yeah, it turns into the sinuous resin, which can turn into slime blocks, but I think it also acts as a slime itself. You can see it, it kind of takes the place of what glue would be. And this is something that we can actually grow. So we have to plant it near lava. I think we actually have to have a specific type of earth on it, too. What is this from? It's from Primal Core? I think it's this stuff, Nether Earth. Which I don't believe we have any of. I think it grows very close to the lava. And there should be things that come with it. But unfortunately, have we run completely out of fire resistance potions? No, we got one. I might extend it. And I might actually brew some more. So how did we make this? We made it with magma cream. That's right. I think I'll actually go do that. We've got some more magma cream. We've got our spare bottles in here, right? Yeah. Oops. Not that way, that way. Oh. Oops. That's not how that was supposed to go. So throw the effects on there. We need nether wart. Oh, I don't know what that's doing. Apparently I'm hitting Y to do something. Which is not what I am meaning to do. I'm using U, which shows you the recipes for things. Right, and we need a mundane potion as a base, which is just the nether wart. Oh, actually, we'll just need one. So that'll go into the top here. This runs really long on one blaze powder. I'm not complaining. This will turn it into the mundane potion, then we can throw the magma cream in there. And that should be awkward. Awkward should work too, I think. And then what is it to extend to the effects? Is it... That turns into a splash potion. That turns it into, yeah, a longer potion. So we need redstone if we want the effects to be lengthened. Which I do. That'll turn it from a fire-resistant potion of 3 minutes to a fire-resistant potion of 5. Which is exactly what we want here. Or a fire resistance potion of 8 minutes, I believe. So that'll extend our time a little bit. And I'll try to get more of this sinuous spore. Try to get more of that if possible. While we're in there. And I suppose we can go searching for various items of dubious use. But before we do, let's go and check out how our crystals are doing. Very concerned about them because we do not have any at the moment sitting in a chest. Alrighty, now let's look for glowing. These are all glowing, right? I think they're all glowing. That one's correct. That one's correct. That one's correct. And that one's correct. Okay, perfect. So we actually got them all correct this time. We didn't mess up on any of them. And now we can get started on our next batch. And we'll put another crystal just on top of you. Because I will be stealing your liquid here. Just to fill up that last one. Oh, right. No, we don't actually have any more rock crystals to do this with. And I don't know if it works with the celestial crystals at all. So we'll leave that till later, I suppose. We'll keep this, you know, all sitting down there and stuff. This one will keep growing. But we'll come back. Oops. Come back when... Well, I guess to drop that bucket off that we accidentally stole. And then come back when we have more rock crystals to grow them a little bit. Grow some more. Please stop existing, spider. Please, please don't exist anymore. I still hate them. They're still super creepy. But we'll go grab our last liquid bucket of starlight and slap it all in there. I've also picked up these sticks from somewhere. Not sure where I got them from. Maybe I used them in one of the crafting recipes? I don't quite recall. Ah, probably the Steve's carts. That would do it. Yeah, and I just never put them back. But now, we should be good to head on into the nether. We have our boots prepared in our inventory if we end up needing them. This may actually just break our boots. We'll see. We'll see. We've been having a difficult time navigating here, honestly. Oh, goodness. Whoa, whoa. There we go. Evened out? Yeah, we're all good. Having a difficult time navigating the nether. So making our way down, finding some earth. This is basalt. Kind of weave our way in between the areas here. Yeah, that down there. You can just barely see it. I believe that that is nether earth. So we need to grab some of that. Ooh, and some more of that. How did we have such a hard time finding that last time? This is a somewhat risky jump. Gonna turn on our climbing claws. See if we can get over there some other, much more safe way. Oh yeah, that's better. So yeah, this stuff... Oh no, this stuff is soul sand. Hold on a moment. There's none of that nether earth? That's a problem. Okay, well, we can at least grab these magma cubes. We would need more of that anyway. Oh, right. Forgot. We'll grab this in batches. Ooh, ow. Ow, ow. Stop, please. Oh, yeah, we're getting lots of this stuff. And we are now getting to the area where there actually might be lava beneath it, so we'll probably grab these ones instead. Yeah, this is a fantastically large vein. Okay, yeah, we're gonna want a building block. We'll just use this nether rack while we're in here. But this should keep up our thermoelectric needs for quite a while. We shouldn't need... Yeah, look at how much of this stuff we have. We got absolutely loads. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. I'll grab one more section of this stuff. And we'll call it alright. Stick the magma cubes in the backpack. And we are good. I'm still looking for that nether earth, though. What is this stuff, actually? Halite salt. Okay, so that's just another form of salt, I'm fairly sure. There's kind of a purpley block over there. I don't think we've seen that before. I might actually check that one out. Oh yeah, what is this stuff? Hyphia. Or Hyphae. This is lively netherrack. Oh, okay. Found a happier biome for netherrack, apparently. This is where all the cool netherrack hangs out. Every time I think the vein should be tapering off, it just kept going. Yeah, it was surprisingly large. But I'm gonna grab this stuff. I'll just grab a stack of it. I don't know if there's a difference between the different types of netherrack. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll stop grabbing the stuff. Okay, I'll grab it from here. Here seems safer. I don't know if there's a difference between the different types of netherrack. I think they're just visual differences. But in the event that they do actually end up being different selections of things, I think it would be better to have rather than not. Oh, ooh, is that what we need? I think that is. Okay, let's drop carefully on here. Yes, yes it is. Okay, so this is Nether Earth. This is the stuff we were looking for. Cobble? You're kidding. What? Okay. Not sure about that. So, there's no recipe for creating that. Nether growth doesn't do anything. Well, I'm just going to assume we can plant it on this stuff. If we need to come back here and silk touch it, you know what? Actually, might mark it on our map here. Let's pull that out. Where's that at? There we go. As it makes creepy cave noises at us. How should we mark this? I guess we'll just mark it with that. So if we need to come back with Silk Touch and get this all out, we'll go do it. But hopefully we'll just be able to plant it straight into this stuff without modification. We'll grab a stack of this, and we'll go and head on back. Our trip to the Nether was surprisingly prosperous. I didn't expect to find quite so much magma cube, magma block, and this stuff quite so readily. That 64? Yeah, that's exactly 64. Perfect. All right, so we'll call that good. And we'll go and clamber our way up home. Whoa. Not like that, though. There we go. Which should be just over this way, if I recall correctly. I have to make sure I don't fall into any lava pits on the way. At least I'll try to. Try to avoid, specifically. Not try to fall into lava pits. And there is our teleport room out. Alright, these can turn off, and I can go home. Please let me go home. Okay, we're good. There's the moon setting, so yeah, it should be daylight out here. Perfect. Go eat that on up. We'll toss our various items back into the chests once they came. These all back in here for the next time we need them. And probably start on that Nether Earth farm. The Cinerus, what is it? Cinerus Spore, I want to say? Where is that? Sinuous Spore. That's right. There's Cinerus Spore and there's Sinuous Spore. Two very different things. I'm going to hope that it plants on this cobble, but we will also need lava. So we'll need an extra bucket here. I'll grab a few. I think the lava works the same way as water does, with the possible exception of The fact that it might use non-source blocks as the blocks that it considers adequate. We'll see. We'll grab 4 for now. There we go. 4 lava buckets. And we'll set up a little farm next to our nether wart. I think that area should be relatively flame-proof, hopefully. How will we do this? How will we do this indeed? You know what? We'll put it on the other side of this. That's what we'll do. Firstly, we should go grab cobblestone so we can actually start marking out the area. I think that much should probably be enough. I'll do it from this side so I can just walk. I don't have to crouch walk over it. Alright, there's that part. Hopefully this stuff will be, whoops, functional. Though I'm kind of starting to doubt it will. And we forgot the actual spore. Oh, we also need lava. So we'll put that probably in the center. Yeah, put that in the center. We'll put a layer of cobblestone under the whole thing. Probably a little unnecessary. Oh, don't attack me. You don't want to do this. You're just going to hurt yourself, buddy. I'm going to give you indigestion. Or maybe you'll kill me, actually. Okay, a little close. A little worse for wear there, but we're okay. I think that should be good, right? Yeah, there we go. That's the whole underside of that area covered up. And let's put in that lava. So, will you plant is the question. Send you a spore. Can I make you in any way? No, doesn't look like it. So we'll start on the blocks right adjacent to the lava. And it's very difficult to see. There's actually, it kind of embeds itself in the block. You can just barely see the faintest outline of it. But it is actually planting. So we're doing all right there. And then we didn't actually have enough to test out if it grew further away, but those should grow into what will ultimately become slime. So we don't actually have to go use glue for all of the recipes, at least the ones that just vaguely have slime as a property of them. And I suppose we should go stick these extra buckets somewhere. Maybe we've got room in our tanks over here? Have we used up a bucket? Yes, we have. So extra bucket of lava in there, and then not quite enough in either. So we'll, I guess, put that one back. Remember, when you go out to the wilderness, make sure to put back any spare lava you find. When you pick it up, make sure to put it back right where you found it. It's good for the ecology of the area. Oh, and it's also becoming nighttime. Kindly don't, sir. There we go. Let's see how... Oh, this won't do it. Let's see how our base up here is doing. How's that coming? That is still growing. So I do see what you're talking about. There are no sparkles on this. Even in the rain, I think you should be able to see that. So we'll go... Whoa, what the... Which part of this is not lit up? Well, I mean, I guess the entirety of this, but this is the ritual zone. I don't really think it should be lit up. Interesting. Oh, goodness. Alright, we're good. A little further than I meant to go. But we'll dunk our excess stuff in here. Spare buckets can go back. The shark teeth and the fat will go in there. Spider eye needs to go in here, though. And the shark meat itself can go in there. Perfect. So... Whoops. We should be good. We just have to wait for that to grow out, hopefully. And then we'll be set. And then we also got all of these kind of strange foods. A few of them are just a little bit evil, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a better option there. But yeah, I just gotta wait for that to grow, and we'll have our slime production all set up. Let's go cross that off our list. And see what else we can go do here. Already got those celestial crystals. Could cross that off. Perfect. I kind of just had our wood cutting, our Steve's carts as the primary thing we were going to do, but that takes so much more equipment than I thought it would. That really has a lot of requirements to it. How's our nutrition doing? It's okay. It's not the best, not the worst. Suppose we could check out, go off script here and check out the this. Apparently we have never collected nether wart because we haven't found this Arctic abyss biome. We also haven't found this nether amethyst. But I believe that the nether amethyst is pretty rare. I believe that is a little bit annoying. We could also make, apparently, the sound muffler, which is a different thing to soundproofing. Oh, I see. You can actually use this to mute specific sounds. So let's go take a look at that. Sound muffler. So... wool and a weed wood jukebox, which requires a valenite shard. Don't know if we found either of those. Maybe we won't go for this. I don't really want to spend any more time in the weed woods. Oh, you know what we can go do, though, is we can make ourselves one of these. Excavate modifier. It's been quite a bit of time, but we have basically everything. We'll need to go get more rock crystals. But we've got octine, we've got ceramite. Both of those are in the betweenlands, just in our base there. We'll actually have to be sure to throw our cooked corn, all our food products actually, out of our inventory before we go in there so it doesn't turn into, I want to say it's mush. It does turn into something when you go into the betweenlands with that sort of stuff. But I want to make sure that we don't have it for that reason. We'll just stick it all in here. And quickly cross over to grab just the ceramite and octine. Just those two things, and we should be good. How's this coming? This still around? Still going? Tendrils are starting to extend, but since it hasn't been charging, I don't think anything bad has happened. Our collection of totems preventing explosions and all that still holding strong, still doing all right. But we'll scooch back into the betweenlands for just a little bit. Just long enough to grab our items here. Nope, not that way. Yeah, kindly get off me, please. Okay, there we go. God, I forgot how terrible this dimension is. But we should Yeah, have an octine and a ceremerite. That's all we need to bring back with us, I'm pretty sure. All this stuff, yeah, not super necessary as far as I know. And we haven't tested out the gecko stuff yet. Though, this compost bin has been kind of sitting there for a while, right? Yeah, I don't know. We'll leave that for later, though. And head on straight back. Alright. 2 ores in hand. And thunder in the sky, we can go and run ourselves back home. And grab all our food. So, we do need... we need modularium. Which we get from... alloy of aluminum, iron, and redstone. All very doable, actually. Surprisingly so. I really thought it would be more than that. And I assume that these 144 millibuckets, I think that's a holdover. I think it should just be 1 to 1 to 1. So aluminum, iron, and redstone, those are all base materials. Iron, redstone, and aluminum we'll have to get out of the crates at home. Out of our drawers there. Which one is the question? That is tin. Aluminum. There we go. Yeah. So, get all of these. We'll smelt them together. Aluminum, iron, redstone. Yeah, the aluminum smelts super fast, which I believe tracks with its real-world heat capacity. Oh, we need this maze stone, so we'll need that from the Twilight Realm. We'll need a platinum plate and steel plates, all of which we can get or make. 2 steel plates. Oh, we actually have 2 steel plates from when we accidentally made them. Perfect. Octine, ceremerite, modularium in there. Rock crystal. So let's go to the Twilight Forest for just a moment. Oh, there we go. Do we have any more of that maze stone? We do. So I guess grab 1, head on back. Quickly load everything. Oh, and there. That is bright orange, so that must be the Fanta. Oops, and I need one of those to be a plate. That'll be fine if we have one turned straight into an ingot. Store the ingot in there. Keep the plate on us here. We've got the maze stone. We just need rock crystals and that platinum plate. We didn't accidentally make a platinum plate already, did we? Nickel, steel, electrum. Yeah, no platinum yet. Haven't done too much with it. So we'll go grab an ingot from in here, which we should definitely have. There it is. And turn that into a plate. Plate? Plate. Why not smelt up a bunch of modularium to make a mixer, since it looks like it's not too hard to make. I've kind of, for this stream, I want to take a step back from the industrial stuff and modular machinery and immersive engineering. I'm just trying to go and do all the little bits that I've been ignoring for quite a while. This is technically, oh no, it's actually not technically immersive engineering. I thought it was. Apparently this is ore excavation integration. So that must be its own mod, obviously. So I'm not too worried about that. And the last thing we need is our rock crystal. That should smelt up pretty slowly. We'll turn it into a sharpening kit so we can repair our hammer once we're done with this trip. Whoops. I think I put it right back in. Yeah. We'll just leave those to smelt while we go off here. Ooh, no. Thought that would count as a quality of life thing that you were putting off. Nah, that's a little bit more machinery-esque. That'll be for next time. You, my friend, need to go. Where is our rock crystals? They should be right up here, according to the map. Shouldn't be too far out. And these will fill up our inventory mighty fast. But luckily, we've got a backpack. And you know what? I saw somebody with an ingenious solution to my problem of having to go down those spiral stairs, which I may actually steal once we're done. Oh my goodness, filling up our inventory with it. I mined like 4 blocks. Okay, we're done. Cool. We're done dealing with that. And their solution was to do what should have been obvious to me all along here. And mine up a path in the center of it so I can just drop straight down it. There's no reason to have that center block unless you're mining down, so you actually know where everything is. This way I should just be able to drop straight on down. Whoops. Yeah, down to the bottom like that, instead of having to go around in spirals going up and down. Fortunately, it does mean... I probably should have done this from the top, actually. I think I will do it from the top. I'll just mine my way down. It should be insta-mine, so it shouldn't be too long. Shouldn't take too long here. And it looks like it'll be this block. With our lack of fall damage, we'll just head straight to the bottom. Lovely. And it'll open up the space, you know? It'll give it a little more breathing room. We are still stuck going up it this way, though. So, that we can't do too much about. That we can't change. But we are good for rock crystals. We have filled up our inventory in one swift trip. Whoa. And we'll just skip by all those mobs, too. And we're back here. With a bunch of these drop off. I'll put all of this in there so we have more room to fill with this stuff. These rock crystals. Oh, we might actually not have enough room in the chest to take them all. Yeah, we're going to be short a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I could just throw the extras in there. We were planning on doing that anyway, so... That'll start going. That'll start... Oop, maybe not. That'll start going. Right? I want to say so. This... That's sparkling, right? I think it's sparkling. Yeah, we were correct. Okay. And we'll need one more for this last area. Our bucket. There we go. Oh, no, not quite far enough. Perfect. And the rest of these, I don't know what we're going to do with them. We could make more spaces, I suppose. You know what? Sure. We got the cobblestone on us right now. Let's make more spaces. Let's make this whole side building block array of this stuff. That way we can get this stuff in bulk, because I think we are going to start using it pretty regularly. Might need more than one bucket, so we don't have to just individually put all this in. Oh, right. Make sure that... Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, some of these didn't take. Not sure about why. I think the issue is that I'm grabbing them. They might be glitching themselves out to the side of the block, really, in the corners there. That might be the issue with them. We'll go and fill up as many of these as we can get to. And I'll use up some of these crystals as well. So we'll be putting them on top of the buckets here. Or on top of the starlight collectors. I guess they're not technically buckets. Get this whole grid filled up, though. Or at least as much of it as we can get with our current stock of liquid starlight. No, neither of you filled up yet? Okay. Bit of a shame, but... Oh, you look really close, though. Yeah, those look super close. I guess they're not generating anymore because it is the daytime. But we'll go and throw the rest of our rock crystals into the pools to get it all going. Yeah, those two did actually manifest after also. Oops. Well, we've got night vision, but it is daytime, so probably won't be that much of a visual change. Throw those in, and last... Oops. Last two go in there. Those should all turn slowly into more of the stuff. The stuff of things, you know? Should I fill up the last bits of them? Yeah, I think I'm good too. Fill up these last few slots for when I eventually use them up. Yeah, we're good. We're perfect. Got just enough here. And enough to slap the bucket back in there. Perfect. We'll move the grindstone, I think, over here. This is kind of where everything's been going. Oh, I don't want it to look like that, though. Ah, good. We've got about half of them going. Those should eventually spit out some more liquid starlight. But that'll be later. And so we'll go and hop ourselves back home. Suppose we'll grab these steel... Oh, what are you doing in here? How did you get in here? Don't tell me you spawned on top of that, because this is the only portion of our workshop that's not lit up. Whoa! Our graphite rods. No, they're still there. Okay. Oh, that was a visual glitch. That was definitely not supposed to happen. We'll put a torch there. Our graphite rods, for a second, were not rendering in, and I was extremely concerned, because they are real expensive to make. But no, that was just a visual bug. We're all good. We'll go pour out our steel sharpening kit so we can repair our hammer. Slap this ingot cast back on there. Yeah, since that's a little better, that'll go straight up to full. Wonderful. Stick the sword in there. Stick the graves dust and rotten flesh and bone in there. Sort all of that out. I guess that's the last of the dirt spaces in that previous chest gone and filled. And we can put our excess cobblestone in there. Cool. So, what to do? What to do? We'll finish off this bit of it. Oh, I forgot to bring home the rock crystals that I need. I needed 2 of those. Uh-oh, don't need that overlay. Oops, not held long enough. So we'll go and hop our way up to the top here. And grab 2 of them, and we may as well craft it up right here. So it's rock crystals at the bottom, maidstone in the center, I believe. Steel plates like so, platinum plate down at the bottom, cerumerite, modularium, and octine. And we've got ourselves an excavate modifier. Exactly how this works, I'm not quite sure. So I believe it's the equivalent of a oops, that's not the one I wanted to look into. The equivalent of one of these, yeah. So it adds excavate. Oh, and it looks like, okay, so you need to put in all of them to actually have it function. I don't want to put it on here, though. I don't want to put it on this pickaxe. I think if I was going to put it on something, I'd probably use a non-Tinker's Tool pickaxe, which is amazing. I'm not sure which one that I should do, though. Could do quartz. Or is this nether quartz, or is this the astral quartz? Let's see. No, astral is a crystal. That's the one. And I think, yeah, this actually has a higher mining level than our current one. We'll see here, because there should be a higher version of this. You can see that it only has durability of 10. The mining speed is 20, which is just about instant. Mining speed of our current one is 22. Yeah, so that is just about instant, on par with our current one. And the way that we craft this is just, yeah, some rock crystals and some sticks. I might give it a try. Just bring some sticks with me, though. I'm not going to find any sticks up in the astral table. Or at least I very much doubt I will. Now, when I was looking at this, the last time I've seen this crystal pickaxe, it didn't actually take damage. It was functionally infinite. Now, I don't know if that was a bug from way back when. This was a few years old when I saw this. Ooh, ow, what? Okay, weird. I don't know if it was a bug or if it was intended behavior, but we'll see if it still functions that way. Yeah, there's that. Let's go grab the resonating wand. We'll throw that on there. There we go. We got a crystal pickaxe. And we'll go and get that enchanted up. If it doesn't work, well, I mean, it's a little unfortunate, but we will have tested that veracity. Oh. Oh, I see. How do I get it on here? Questions. Interesting questions. Do I need an anvil? Do I have an anvil? Can I make an anvil? I can make an anvil. Suppose it's a good idea to have one. Maybe we have it in the workshop, actually. We'll actually have some more use for our levels. We've kind of just been picking them up with no real reason. But, yeah, it doesn't look like we had one in there. We'll go make an anvil. Got our packing 3x3 mold here, so we can do this on the machine. We will need, I want to say 3. Yeah, 3 total iron blocks. So that should all work out together there. 1, 2, 3. We'll put the plate back on there too. And I think it's like that, right? To make the anvil. And we'll throw it over here. What the heck? So we can't do it like that either. Huh. How interesting. Well, we've got a quartz pickaxe now. Since it only does have that 10 durability, we may as well test out if it breaks or not. Or if it's the same as it was before. Oops, I have the wrong pick equipped. The mining speed also seems to be a lie. That said, this does seem to be completely impervious to breakage. No breakage shown on it yet. So that's interesting. We'll have that. We'll see if we can equip it with the excavate modifier at some later date. But that will be a later date because I am ending the stream just about here. I think we've made some pretty good progress. We took a step away from our immersive engineering machines. We have determined that modularium is not very difficult to obtain. All of those are beginner, they're non-secondary, I want to say, items. So we can just stick them straight into the smeltery without having to combine anything else up. We'll be able to do the blocks, so we'll actually probably go into modular machinery. It looks like, despite not planning on it, we actually ended up going and progressing up the critical path here a little bit more. But we've also picked up just random bits and bobs. We've tried to create some Steve's Cart stuff. We'll do a little bit more research into how exactly that functions before next time and see if we can get a tree farm automated. That would be the end goal. There are probably more things I could do with it, but at the moment I'm trying to see if the tree farm is where we can go. But yeah, we got a few things done. We got a Steve's Cart assembler over there. We have our uncrafting table, and I think we had the brewing stand from last time. And we finally got the solidifier to work. We finally understood how it worked. We just failed a simple step from the last time in creating a wooden fluid pipe to make an input for the clay fluid pipe output into the block. So we now have it all filled up with water. We've got our redstone engine functioning. Everything's working out there great. So I'm going to consider today a success. We did a little bit more astral stuff and went back to the beneath and popped in and out of the Twilight dimension. Twilight and Betweenlands dimension as well, and the Nether dimension to boot. So I'm going to call today a pretty good success. I will be back. We will probably get back into immersive engineering or modular machinery. And that will be this Friday, 3 PST. That will be when I come back to Sevtech Ages. If you're not just interested in the Sevtech Ages stuff, I will be coming back with Sunless Sea tomorrow. We're kind of looking towards the end of that, finishing off our captain's storyline. Maybe probably doing our officers' storylines first, because we have unlocked quite a bit of the map. We've unlocked pretty much everything. At least it feels like it. So we'll see how we can start heading towards the end game there. That'll be tomorrow at 3 PST if you're interested in that, so tune in there. I hope to see you guys at one of those 2 times. If not, I hope you guys can take a nice little break and get a few things in your life done that you've just been kind of putting off. That's not too hard, not too difficult, and it'll improve your quality of life. As for me, I'm going to head off. Cheers, everybody.